like I'm always shouting for some reason. I don't know. I always feel like I'm shouting for no reason. But it's all right. Shouting can be good sometimes. What's this? What is that? I don't know what that is. Hi, welcome in to Marilla and Dab. Welcome in. I hope your day is going pretty well. Good evening. I almost said morning and then I almost said evening, but it's neither of those. Actually, it is evening. I was going to say good afternoon, but hi. You can't hear me? Okay, good, perfect. I always feel like for some reason, either I'm too low or too high. I just never really know, you know? But I'm glad that you're here. I might not stream as long today because I still have a lot of work I have to do. I have so much work. It's not, well, not really. Well, really not that much work. It's just like, I don't want to hold it off because it's due Monday. My final is due Monday. And so I might not stream as long today as I planned, but it's okay. We can make it up for lost times for next week. You're good. You just ordered the hoodie. It should be here on Christmas Eve. Oh, that's so exciting. I hope you like it. I would wear mine, but I'm like, it's not clean. It's not clean. I need to wash it. I also kind of want to order a bigger one, but I have plans for new merch for that site. I was talking to actually the people at like Teespring. They haven't responded back yet, but hopefully they will. I'm hoping like they'll respond like by Monday. And when they respond back, I'm gonna like, here's a list of all of my ideas. Can you make this? That will literally be me because I have so many ideas and I'm kind of excited. But I'm glad we're doing good. It started raining today, actually, and I just got my car back from Firestone, and honestly, never again am I waiting that long for anything. Because let me just tell you, I had to pay like $583 to get my car back. I hate that. I literally hate it. I had to get a lot of like maintenance stuff and like winterize, but $580 for that. Oh my gosh, I hate driving. Untamable Flame, Elf Coffee, and Simmer Charlie, welcome in. How are you doing today? I hope your day's going good. But new merch coming soon. I don't know what to tell you. But keep your eyes out though on the socials. But yeah, $580 something and like 7 cents. The 7 cents was like, why 7 cents? But yeah, it was like $580 to get my car because I had to get it winterized, tire rotation, and like new windshield wipers. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Luckily, I mean, I paid for the whole thing, but still, I hate driving. This is why I hate driving, because of all this. It's too much.
Hope you're having a great day.
I hate it. I hate cars. They're ugly. Maycat, welcome in. How are you doing today? A long time. Ian, thank you for the 7 months. Thank you. And Laura, hi. How are you? I hope your day's going pretty good. Can we get some hype and some love in the chat, please? And thank you for that brand new resub. Also, Shieli, welcome in. How are you? And thank you for the 10 bits. I appreciate it so much. I didn't stream yesterday because I have work to do for school. My final is due on Monday, so just to let you all know, I might not stream as long today because I got to work on my final and I want to get that done so I don't have to worry about it over the weekend and stress out. So yeah, just so you're all aware what's going on. But I'm glad that you're all here though. I've never been a fan of Firestone. I've always liked big old tires better. Yeah, I mean, honestly, my dad is retired military, so like we took it on base to a Firestone, and he has an account there. So it was like a little bit cheaper than I would have paid off of base. So I got like a military discount based off my dad, which is great. But oh my gosh, this is why I hate driving. It's literally the worst. It's awful. Oh my gosh, Crystal, I'm so sorry. I don't have it ready. I keep on forgetting because there's too much going on. But Monday, I'll just give you like an extra couple of days on your sound alert because I feel so bad. Literally forgetting. Like it's literally just sitting here, but I haven't put the actual like sound in. Monday. You probably you already hate me already. I feel like you hate me, Crystal, for like not having your sound alert. I feel bad. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's going to literally push me. Can I read? I'm not gonna be on long. Or in the boiling hot. Oh lordy Lou. Oh no. Scary. Scary. You know, hey, don't worry, Summer Charlie. I won't be here that long either. It's like 63 degrees outside and it's raining and I'm wearing a sweater. Moved to Chicago. I love public transport. No need for a car. See, the other thing too, I don't like public transport because it's scary. I have bad anxiety with being on like trains and public transport. Not great. Had a bad experience, mainly in New York. In New York, I had a very bad experience. It was quite traumatizing. It was okay in London and okay in Virginia, but New York, no. Oh no. But yeah, honestly, I mean, having a car is overrated at this point. You just wanted to say that my dad really passed away. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Maycat. Oh, hello. Listen, Hobie. It was like 2014, okay? I'm very close off on your videos and streams. Help me distract me most of the days, even if I don't chat much. Thank you for being you. Well, thank you, Maycat. I really appreciate that so much. I'm so sorry to hear about the recent passing of your dad. I'm so sorry. Can we get some hearts and some love in the chat for Maycat, please? And thank you. That is not fun. I'm so sorry. But I'm glad that the streams and the videos can be a bit good distraction for you. And Polka, welcome in. Hi. And also, Hobie, how are you? Welcome in. It's 90 degrees Fahrenheit. That's illegal. Literally illegal. But also thank you for the resub as well, Hobie, for the 16 months. That's a long time. But Hobie, listen. New York City in 2014 was chaotic. At least for me, because I was also going to Carnegie Hall that year. So, not as exciting. Odian, welcome in. How are you? 67 here, and it's supposed to be summer. Oh, scary. What is this? I'm looking at my screen. I'm like, wait, what am I? What? Oh, that's my shell challenge. Oh, yeah, that's right. So, what we're doing today is we're going to be finishing off our shell challenge today, actually. I'm on the wrong location as well, because I thought, hey, we need some winter cozy vibes today. And I wanted to build in The Sims, so here we are today doing that said thing. Yeah. You're in Virginia Beach area and the roads are terrible, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I've lived there for like 9.5 years of my life, like since birth to like 9 years old. And then I moved to Illinois because military child and all. But oh my gosh, the roads are awful. They are awful. People can't drive. It's crazy. Hobie is like the chat celebrity, literally. Hobie's like, I'm here. I celebrity. I live in New York. I was like, am I in the wrong save? Oh, no, I'm not. Okay. Ah, why am I on this side? Oh, let me just move everything over. Yep. Oh, game open. Hey, hey. You just woke up from a stress nap. Those are not the greatest, actually. We don't like stress naps. Move my camera over here. that sub goal all the way over here. There we go, we're fixed. After taking my 6-year-old to get text for negative thinking is, oh good, I am glad it's negative because that stuff is not great. Oh no, but glad it's negative though. Oh wait, why is my Twitch gift sub badge thinking not working? Twitch be having issues. Joel1990, welcome in. How are you doing today? I hope your day's going pretty well. Oh, also everyone, if you're subbed to the channel, by the way, you don't have to be, but if you would like to, just as a courteous, so you'll know, we have new emotes. We have new emotes in the channel, by the way, besties. We have a cry emote. We got a 7 emote. We got a finger guns emote. We also have a brand new knife emote and a martial emote. Yeah, I gotta fix those. Gotta fix those, gotta fix that. Dab usually fixes it. But yeah, we got 21 emotes now, by the way. You're tired, finish your challenge. Took too freaking long. You know, hey, don't, same. My own challenge is taking me forever to do because I'm lazy. But samesies, but at least you finished it though, which is great. And Ravenclaw, welcome in. How are you? Prime it is for now. But yeah, use the SpringSims knife when you know, necessary. Or just when unnecessary, you know. It fits for every mood. Threatening your favorite streamer with a knife, yeah, seems logical, right? Yeah. Black Chick, welcome in. How are you? Your favorites are Marshall and SpringSims knife. Very good. Very good. Wait, I want to get, if you have like, if you're subscribed to anybody else on Twitch, I would love to see the knife emote, by the way. Hold up. Wait, what? Did my sub from Michelle expire? Oh my gosh, hold up. Let me just quickly change that. Those are all my knife emotes, by the way. I know the emotes are so much fun. The number 20 costs that much for a 30 by 20. Oh my, I don't think I've ever had a lot that expensive, ever. Oh wow, that is crazy. You know, I plan to beat that record one day, Joel. I thought I missed your previous streams. Oh, no. I didn't stream yesterday because of like school stuff. I didn't realize him with a new shell challenge. Yeah. So if you didn't know, I have a brand new shell challenge. It's on the gallery for download. I had just put it up 3 days ago, I believe. Let's see all the knife emotes, by the way. Okay, we got Ulfie's kill. Good. Vixella knife, Vix knife, Miv knife. Good. My Rochelle one ran out too. Okay, I need to resub. Give me a quick second. I'm gonna sub to my bestie. I have my Prime actually. Welcome back, Dab. I was saying that we have new emotes, and I was gonna see if we're gonna update them. It was filled with 363 gnomes with mini story and complete. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Prime. Oh, here it is. Prime. Okay, I'm good. I'm subbed back again. Good. Resub to Shella. But that's a lot of gnomes. It's gnome-tastic. Get it? Gnome-tastic. Are you playing on anything fun for the New Year's Eve? Not really, to be honest. I feel like I just want to relax and chill. I don't know if I'm going to stream on New Year's Eve up until New Year's Day, just because last year we did that on stream for like 12 hours and I was tired afterwards, but I think I want to spend time with my family this year. But I don't know. We'll see. I got ideas, but I'm not sure if it's going to be finalized. Summer Charlie, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here as well. Thank you. See you next time. Starry Tadpole, hello. How are ya? Yeah, do that, Joel. That'd be cool. I think I got everything, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I don't know. You're doing pretty good, causing chaos in one of your Sims family. Ravenclaw, if you're still here, I want to know all drama, please. Okay. Oh my. That is horrifying. All I see is an eyeball, and that is literally it. Okay, let me see. Good. But yeah, that sounds fun. Emmy Fairy, welcome in. How are you doing today? I hope your day is going pretty well and so well on this fine evening today, besties. Okay. And good. Uh, oh, hello. Spend time with your family. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do this year because, I mean, as you all know, I stream every single day, by the way, and except Sundays. But like, I think that this year I want to be able to spend time with them because, you know, this is like first time without them being here. And so I think it'll be very appropriate just to spend time with them. And of course, you all are my second family, but I do, you know, family. Joel, appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Great. Distracted with a lot of things, so I'm mostly lurking. Like, all good, lurk away. You know what it is. Lurking is appreciated here always. It's always good to be with family at the beginning of the year. That is very true. I mean, honestly, last year's events were quite tragic. At least, well, in my mind it was, because if you don't know, I literally spent 12 hours trying to hunt for Marshall for 12 hours. I didn't find him. I didn't find him at all for 12 whole hours. And then not only did I find not one, but two villagers of mine kissing in front of me, in front of all of you all on stream on New Year's Day without even being married. Kissing before marriage? Icky. Absolute icky. How dare they kiss live and on main on stream? Good old Sims music all the way. I want it at my funeral, by the way. It's 12:18 for you right now. I should be asleep, but watching cool streams instead. Oh well. Who needs sleep either way? Who needs sleep? Sleep is overrated these days anyway. Is your Christmas your favorite holiday? It kind of, I would say it is. Oh, why? Christmas is like that time of year that you get to spend time with your family and just chill and hang out. It's cozy too. Plus you get to watch some cool movies along the way. So it's like the best of both worlds. Oh, I think it's VOD, sorry. I think I spelled it wrong in the thing. But hey, Artie Witch, welcome in. How are you? But yeah, if not Christmas, I think it would have to be my birthday. No, I'm kidding. No, Christmas is like my favorite time of the year, favorite holiday. And Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving and Christmas are like my favorites. Yeah. What's your favorite holiday? I would love to know. I don't know if I have any other Christmas related stuff here. There's this thing. Oh, it can go up here. Oh, good. Perfect. Again. Hey, Diwali Tan. Welcome in. How are you doing? Hey, hey. You're gonna do a Harry Potter marathon with your siblings. Ooh, that sounds exciting, honestly. I love a good Harry Potter marathon. Speaking of Harry Potter, by the way, I believe they're gonna be doing a 20th anniversary reunion of Harry Potter coming up. I think it's on the 31st, but it also might be on the 1st of January 2022. I don't remember, but they're doing a reunion thing on HBO Max. So keep an lookout for that. At least he's self-aware. Enjoy the rest of your night, Joel. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the company so much. Enjoy your rest. I put this over here. So I think for the shell, I think I had living room, kitchen, dining room, officey area. Yeah, I think that's what I had at first. Yeah. You got an early flight tomorrow, but I have to finish up cleaning and getting ready, so you're helping me stay up. Very good. Staying up for the times of the cleaning. Very good. Christmas is your favorite? Nice. I just think Christmas just brings joy. It sparks joy. Oh, also, what are your thoughts? I want your thoughts. If it all goes well, I hope. What are your thoughts on a dandelion hopper plushie? You're still here. I'm having some cars in a relationship with an elder. After they who did that? I'm sorry, what now? So your sim had a relation with an elder, and then they found out they were pregnant, and now they're dating the. That's messy. Ravenclaw, that is messy. I love it. Oh, I love it. Okay, that is messy. Give me more. Sunny Simsy, welcome in. Hi, hello. Also, I just followed you a couple days ago, and I'm like, wait, I forgot that they streamed. So I follow you now on Twitch. I know that wouldn't that be cute? I would love a plushie, not gonna lie. I love plushies. So I found somebody. I'm just gonna wait for their email to come, but hopefully they respond to my email later this weekend. And then I can give a confirmation. It can happen, yeah. But welcome in, besties. We're currently working on a new shell challenge today, by the way. It's my shell challenge, by the way. It's on the gallery if you all want to try it out for yourself. Give it a ganda, give it a look-say. Oh, usual stuff. But I've been chill. I've been chill all day. Paid for my car from Firestone. Not very happy of the price because that price was just ugly. Nearly $600. I know I saw it. Thank you very much. You're welcome. I was like, wait, I watch so many streams on Twitch, but then I forget to follow. Oh. When's the due date? It's due on, oh gosh, the 4th. It's due on the 4th, and then we're going to be doing tours on the 6th of January 2022. The young adult at the moment, the elder's son, she's saying, oh gosh, good luck with that. Have fun. Wait, what if the sim gets married to the son? What is that? Ew, I don't want to think about that actually, because that's just icky. That's icky. But it's like what makes it is like if the sim marries the son, it's like their relationship goes from like, you know, wife and husband, but then they have a child. It's like the child's basically the father and the oh, okay. Anyway, that's like a whole another. My head is spiraling right now because it reminds me of the game that we played called 12 Minutes, and that's just a lot. Oh wow. And you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Don't worry. Yeah, tours will be on the 6th. I'm actually kind of excited because it'll be the first shell challenge of the new year, which is actually kind of exciting. We get to see all the cool things and all the festivities and all that nonsense. What is it? I would love to know if you do this yourself, but I would love to know what are your I would love to know what is everyone's New Year's resolution. If you do resolutions or just like something that you're like looking forward to the new year, basically. Much. Neither does my soul. Okay, I don't like that. I want a different chair. I want this one. Yeah. Didn't think about that part. That completely went over my head. Yeah, because like when you think about it, it's weird. It's like the son becomes the father or the stepfather and the brother, and it's like this is what happens to my brain when I think of like crazy scenarios in my head. And I'm like, oh my gosh, help, help. Oh, I need to put this over here. I gotta put this over here. Oh. Hey, behinds, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope your day's going pretty well and sweat. But yeah, I am streaming. I didn't stream yesterday because I was doing homework and stuff. So yeah, I have finals next week on Monday, so I might not stream as long today, sadly, as I would hope. I would want to stream longer, but I just can't. I gotta think, and my brain can't think at 10 p.m. So I gotta get off stream at some point today. So it might be like a 2.5 hour stream, 2 hours. We'll see. You like to read more books? Same. I need to read more books. I hardly ever read. It's sad, but it's true. That sounds like something you see on Jerry Springer. Yeah. It's like, are you good? It's like, is everything all right in the household? Miss Jackson. You know, New Year's resolution to be more healthy. Same. More downtime even when I'm busy, aka me time. See, I think that's what everyone needs to like think about, is definitely schedule like some time out of your day, whether you're working or not. It's just to do like have some me time. Because honestly, I've never had me time to myself in a very long time, and ever since I started streaming and like doing things for myself, it has made things way easier for like me time. That's why I don't stream as long anymore. Your resolution is to finish school and still have my sanity. Me. And be kind to yourself. Very good. Very good. And thank you. Right now, I currently have a plus, a 95 in that class. So I should be getting an A. I mean, the project is like 100 points. And that's a lot of points. But hopefully I'll be able to maintain that A when I get that lovely thing. And you know what's funny? So I'm doing a certificate for digital marketing, and the assignment throughout the 8 weeks was to pick a company or brand that you could use for the next 8 weeks. And you know what brand I chose? The Sims. I literally chose The Sims for my project for those 8 weeks. And I've analyzed The Sims brand, the franchise, their numbers, their stats, their engagement, everything. And it was the best 8 weeks of my life, but the most stressful 8 weeks of my life, because oh my gosh, it is a lot. But it has been fun to learn on that side of things. And personally, I will get an A because I literally play Sims for a living. So yeah. Catch up with your friends more instead of working so much. Very good, very good. And also do all the 10 things with the 100 bits. I appreciate it. A little chaotic this morning, but had garlic big pasta, so all is well. That's good. And thank you, Hans. I appreciate it. Let's see. Just went to host check and make sure we're not over exaggerating our stuff. Yeah. And Daft, welcome in. Hey, you got a 70% on your last homework. I mean, hey, 70%. Still good. And also, Ghost Who Travels, welcome in. I hope you have a great weekend. I've been following your channel for a bit now. Huge lurker. You know, hey, lurkers are appreciated here always. But I'm glad you love the vibes here. I appreciate it so much. I hope you enjoy your stay here today. Continue to lurk if you want to, if you would like. Honestly, lurk away. We all do it. Huge lurker myself. I lurk in everyone's streams without saying a word because I don't know what to say. And thank you so much. I'm very excited because this will be the last and final time I'll be going to school because I don't want to go back yet. Keyword yet. So we have a long time. Yes, Rights back. Welcome in. Dabney, welcome back. We're ordering food. What food are you? What food did you get? Who did you get? I would love to know. Okay, let's do the holiday pack here. Want to definitely put some holiday decor. Cool. But yeah, I've just been like taking it easy. So if you don't know the way this works, Originally, it was going to be like a semester long class, like 16 weeks, but instead of 16 weeks, it's 8 weeks. So they consolidated 16 weeks into 8 weeks, and it's twice the work, but less the time. So it's a little bit more hectic than usual, but it's okay. As long as you kind of know what you're doing. Inling, welcome in. How are you doing today? I hope your day is going pretty well. How's it been lately? Oh, that is not where I want it. I'm about to manually place these now. SMH. Okay. Oh, if I press F5. Yeah, there we go. Press F5. They'll be... Oh. Mystic, hey. Long time no see. How you been today, bestie? Hope your day's going pretty well. I lurked in a stream till he learned what my name was. Wait. You lurked it. Wait, I lurked in a stream till he learned what my name is this week. Oh, wait, me or somebody else? Because I'm like, because we rated somebody the other time and they said your name. Like, is it? They said Natalia. I'm like, wait, what? This whole time I kept on saying Diwali Tan the entire time, and then it took me a split of a second to think, oh wait, it's Natalia spelled backwards. That sounds stressful, but not fun. Yeah, it's crazy. Star, welcome in. How are you doing today? I hope your day's going pretty well. How's it been? Long day, but now chill time, very good. We love a good chill day. You know, it takes time. It takes time here in the Spring Squad, at least for me. My brain doesn't process things very fastly, and I'm like, it's the first thing that I see is the first thing that I read. I'm like, okay, good to know. I'm like, that's not what their name is. What is Discord? Right there. So Discord is literally it's another program you can download for yourself on your phone or on your desktop, but is a very lovely place to be if you want to connect with either me or anyone else in the Spring Squad more, hang out with us, chill, share stories. I almost said horror stories. But stories about literally anything, Sims, Animal Crossing, personal life, whatever it might be. Plus you want to have like a chill space to hang out with like-minded people. And that is what Discord is. Place to have like-minded people in. I don't know what table. And of course I was wondering if you could call me Sunshine. I can call you Sunshine for sure. It'll take me a minute. But keep reminding me if I say it wrong. I always tell people if I say your name wrong or if I say something like incorrectly, correct me please. It's the only way I and all of us will learn. Because my brain goes like 50 kajillion miles a minute and forgets things. So please correct me if I am always wrong, which 9 times out of 10 I am. I don't know what chair I want. Help. Yeah, Discord is free. Yes. A bit of Mandarin, so might be lurking. All good, all good. All good, all good. I think for oh, never mind. I was looking to say, I want a small table, but no, I could use the one from that free update we got for the anniversary update. But we had those chairs, and I can't remember. Here they are. Slept all day, and now I watch here all night. Learn today. Use the ground lifting tool on the Sims. Oh, good. So you use Control 9, which is a great tool to use. I love that for you. Congratulations. I think I want to use Dine Out, but then base game also looks cool. I also just realized that the base game chair and this chair looks exactly the same, except one's shorter and one's thinner, one's not. Is that? If you say it wrong a few times, okay, no pressure. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that so much. You know what? I think I want to use Parenthood. I am indecisive. Help. You had your first Mandarin 2 years ago. Oof. I want to learn a new language one of these days. But I don't know which language I want to learn first, you know? Did I just learn English again? That'd be lovely. I could. It's saying you already know English, but I don't speak it very well. I speak gibberish. That's what I speak. I think when in doubt, use cottage living. That matches. Got ideas. Yes, it is on the gallery. Yes, yes. So if you want to do the shell challenge, it is up on the gallery for download. The base of the shell is, if you want to give it a go, learn, practice of any kind. Yeah, it is. I hope you have fun with it. I can't wait to see what you do. Honestly, I really can't wait to see. So the idea is what I'm trying to do here is definitely make a wintry, cozy cottage build. And hopefully that can come across in the stream. But I'm going to turn it to winter when I'm actually done with the build because the plants just don't look right and I can't see the ground. So I don't put it in winter until the end of the build. You've been sort of learning German since I've been doing family history a lot, and a lot of my family came from there. So I feel like German language would, no, that would be good to know. That'd be exciting. I hope you have fun with it. I feel like when you are learning a new language, it can be sometimes hard based on the complexity of the language, but also just in general of learning different words and how to speak it, and, you know, writing sentences and all can be quite a lot. But I think that's kind of like the joy of it, learning the process and like taking it easy or hard one day at a time. And you're welcome. Finland, but to study is a challenge. Oh my gosh. You know, the people I looked up to when like learning new languages every day is Damon and Joe. They are no longer a duo. Not anymore. But I definitely was inspired by Damon and Joe on YouTube because they traveled so much around the world. Met them one time, but did not say hi because I was a child, not actually a child. I was literally being a child, not wanting to go up to YouTubers that I knew when I was a YouTuber myself. So I just didn't do it. But Damon and Joe are really cool. It's been easier since I have a friend in Germany, so she explains to me where I could understand more so much better. Oh, that's good. I've been to Germany one time, and it was for, I almost said TwitchCon. No, it was for Gamescom, and that was like a long time ago, actually. I think it was like a few years ago. And so when I went, it was interesting because I did not know language at all, but I learned a lot while I was there. So it was pretty cool. You're studying Japanese. How is that going? And Freya, welcome in. How are you doing today? I hope your stream went well today. Any exciting things you want to share with the class today? Is this straight? No. I know that's actually kind of cool. Yeah. Gamescom is so fun. You've been there so many times. Really? I went there back in 2019. It was 2019 when I actually went. And so it was pretty exciting because first time in Germany, in Cologne, Germany, which is where it was, and being able to kind of see all the sights and like learn the ins and outs of Germany and what it was like to be there, and the currency. Ooh. Currency wasn't that bad, to be honest. Not bad as compared to London, but like, oh my gosh, I went there, they lost my luggage, but also I had no money and no clothes for like 2 days. So I'm like, I can't pay for anything, and I've been wearing the same clothes for 2 days. It was not fun. Luckily I had clothes in like a bag that I could wear. Scrappy, welcome in. How are ya? I hope your day's going pretty good. And Gray Gory, welcome in. Hey, I've heard of the show Survivor, but I've never really actually been interested in watching it. I've seen like 1.5 episode of it, and then I got bored because I'm like, what's happening? No, I didn't watch it too much just because I wasn't interested. Reality TV is like a hit or miss for me sometimes, where I'll like it, but then like I don't know if I'll like really enjoy it more. No. You're half German. Ooh, that sounds cool. It was very noisy. Oh, that's not fun. I'm so sorry to hear that. Was it good noisy or like bad noisy? It'd be nice to learn Japanese and better English. I'm slow to learn new ones, especially languages. Same. I definitely want to learn like just new stuff in general. That's kind of like one of my New Year's resolutions, to learn something new each day. And Duolingo would be probably a good thing for me to like sign up for and like learn from. Plus, I also want to be like a faster typer as well. I think would be also good for. And I'm doing really good at Rack Bro. You love Survivor. I didn't watch this week's episode. How many seasons are there of that, by the way? Because I hear it goes on forever. Last time I heard it was like 30 seasons, I think. You live right next to the city where Gamescom is, Cologne. It's a beautiful city. Oh, I believe it. It's beautiful. First day I was there, I knew where I was going. I hopped on a train and it was like, I feel like a local. I know where I'm going nowadays. And I'm like, I got here yesterday and I'm like, why do I feel like I already know where I'm at? I went to Primark every day just to buy clothes because it was just great. I do like K-dramas. I don't watch a lot of them. There's this one called Law School on Netflix that I'm watching right now. It's really great, by the way. Not gonna lie, I really love it. Also, I have been enjoying this other one. It's another K-drama, but he's like Italian and Korean at the same time. And it's super weird, but really good. Oh, the TV and radio were both on simultaneously. Oh, that is not good. That is very noisy. Oh no. That is not good. I think I'm gonna make it green. Because having the TV and radio on at the same time is like, I can't hear my own thoughts. And I'm like, I can't think. Help. My favorite thing to do in The Sims. Oh, about The Sims? Just building. I have a very fun time building in The Sims. Playing challenges that are different. Like right now, we're currently playing Rags to Riches, or not really Rags to Riches. It's more so like a legacy challenge where each generation is a different challenge. And we're currently on Gen 2, which is the A to Z Baby Challenge. And we're also playing the Not So Berry Challenge as well. So I love being able to challenge myself in different ways of gameplay, building, you know. If you want to go ahead and ruin a Christmas surprise, that's killing me. I bought a Baskin Robbins ice cream cake for another person in the room watching the stream with me. Thanks. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh no. 41 seasons. It needs to end. Literally. It needs to end. Lordy Lou. 41 seasons. How much can they go? How long can that show last is the thing. It needs to go. Have you seen Descendants on the Sun? I haven't actually. What is it about? Only watching her private life? Ooh. Yes, that one. Vincenzo? That's the one I'm watching, yes. Your ankle, left ankle hurts. Oh my gosh, that's not good, Freya. Put some ice on that ankle. Elevate it. Elevated that ankle. I hope the swelling goes down. Oh my. Santa Fe at Bay, long time no see. How are you doing today? I hope your day's going pretty well and swell on this fine evening of twitch.tv/SpringSims. Welcome in. Welcome in. Just slow down. I would cry if it ended. Really? For me, I don't see the whole like excitement in it. I mean, of course, it's reality TV, and reality TV can get crazy sometimes. Goes from 0 to 100. Plus, it's like it's real people, which makes it more exciting, I guess. But I think I have to like watch a show that's like in the brand spanking new beginning to really like be excited for it. Because having to go back forward to like 41 seasons could be a lot. It's a new thing every season, like new cast, new everything. Also, like, I was gonna say, do they just pick random locations? And like, how many locations can you go to? I mean, of course, there's a bunch of places you can go to, but I'm like, a private island would suffice. The cast probably better. Oh, they didn't even hear you talk about the cake. Oh, really? Okay, good. Good. But things I'm not trying to tell them. Just laughing. All good, all good. And you know what's even funny though, Jade? I read every message out loud, which can be a good and bad thing sometimes for me. A good thing they didn't hear me. I was talking about cake in The Sims, right? Wink, wink. I miss you too. I'm so glad you I caught you caught up on YouTube. I actually posted a new episode of my Sims 4 Let's Play. I had to think the words that were coming out of my mouth for a split second. I'm like, wait, what was I gonna say again? A new Let's Play that I had going on when Cottage Living came out. I had posted a new episode recently, so hopefully you got a ganda of that. Every season since 32 is in Fiji. Really? I've never been to Fiji, but I've always wanted to go. No, The Descendants is so sad and only one season, though. They were supposed to make it sad. It's a love story of a top guy in army and a doctor. And that's on Netflix, right? Sounds interesting. Okay, I have a coffee pot. I need a microwave. Then I need to have, you know what? Do I have a processor this game? You know what? When in doubt, have popcorn. Hey, Millint, welcome in. Yeah, it's a new shell challenge we're doing today, actually, at the moment. So if you want to give it a go, you can. You love the flooring in this build? Thank you. This flooring is from base game, by the way. I love doing this like little trick with flooring in the game. So if you do Control F on your keyboard, you kind of get like the triangular flooring, and I use it all the time. It makes the flooring look 10,000 times better. It looks more unique, more different. Plus, just it changes the way you kind of look at the floor. So I say go for it. You haven't done it so far, which I'm pretty sure you have done it before, Sunny. Also, I saw your video in my YouTube subscription feed. I think you did every room as a different pack. I think, I don't know. It was like every room was blank. I saw that. Panels look good. I think I'm gonna put pillars to separate the things over here. Also, I'm not restricting myself with packs that I'm using, by the way, because I want to go all out with it. But eventually there will be a build with limited packs. After getting mauled by buying DVD, I feel like a war wounded soldier. Oh my gosh, my Sims after they get broken up with. Oh lordy Lou, not the war wounded soldier. I feel like that on a deep personal level. Honestly, I really do. My Sims are always heartbroken because I torture them to the fullest extent for no reason. Because I am evil and bad to my Sims. This came online? Yeah, I can show you the floor trick, sure. It's literally the most simplest thing ever. I'm gonna just do that real quick. You hit Control F on your keyboard, and then you use like the comma key or the period key to get this like triangular form right here. You see what I'm doing right here? Pay attention, besties. Control F, get the triangular, and then you just do this. That's all you're doing. Oops. That's all you're doing. But to rotate the flooring to get to the side that I'm doing right now is the comma key or the period key, or like the lesser or greater than symbols on your keyboard. If you're on Mac, I think it might be the same Control F, or it might be Command F, I don't know. If you're on console, I have no clue. I can't help you in that direction.
$7 when you can make it yourself with $92 in craft supplies.
I can't help people on console because I don't play on console. But it's really simple. It's really fun and pretty easy. Guess who went to the craft store today and got more cross-stitching things? Interesting. Spending money, I see. Very good. I got the journey but two for the kitchen. I mean, it's the only logical thing to use Batu for, right? And maybe the crates. Maybe the crates. Everything else probably, I don't know. The world, it's a vibe. Hey, Tavico, welcome in. You're out to eat with company party. Ooh, lurk away, lurk away. And you're welcome. I definitely want to make some YouTube short videos for sure of like small little tips and tricks videos of The Sims because TikTok is toxic. Triple T, toxic TikTok. And just do it on YouTube because that's easier for my sanity. But yeah, it's worth it. I feel like playing The Sims is more complicated on console to learn if you use the PC. Yeah, like the thing is I play tested console of The Sims 4 before it was even released because I went to Sims camp for I think cats and dogs, and simultaneously I was also playing console as well. Play testing, it was a lot. It's way better than it was before when I play tested it, of course, but like, ooh, I have not played Sims on console since The Sims 2. And that was a long time ago, so it's been a minute. TikTok is definitely toxic. Yeah, one of my friends, Sarah Kendall, who's a TikTok star, Twitch streamer, YouTuber, was literally having an argument with like a 12-year-old on TikTok because the 12-year-old did not understand the hint of the video. Yeah, I have a hard time picking a world. Okay, same. The only worlds I ever pick is Willow Creek, Oasis Springs, and Newcrest. I hardly ever go to the other worlds because I just don't know how to build in them. I forget. Okay, I think that's good. Oh, no plushies. Ooh. TikTok equals 21st century. Yes. You are correct. You just scored a huge sewing table second. Hand $15. That is a good deal. $15 for a sewing table? Yeah, sadly, you can't dress babies in The Sims 4 without mods or CC. But can't you actually, if you have a nifty knitting for Flopsy, you actually can dress your babies and give them like new like onesies to wear. Well, technically you kind of can when you really think about it, if you only have nifty knitting. But you have to buy it from Flopsy. It's a thing. That's like the workaround. Wait, I love that rug under the chairs. This one's from Cottage Living. Cottage Living. It's a really good pack. I recommend it 100%. I also just remembered there's the living room supposed to go here. So we're just going to delete that. Not me gatekeeping all the rooms. Crafting TikTok is pretty wholesome. Oh, it is. I was on TikTok the other day and I was watching some videos. I'm like, oh my gosh, TikTok is actually kind of wild, but it depends on what side of TikTok you are on. I'm no longer on prison TikTok anymore, which is kind of great because, oh my gosh, prison TikTok was wild. And Fordham Bagley got me. I love the new world, but I don't want to always use it. Yeah, I'm the same way. I think with Newcrest, the reason why I only build in that world a lot is because it's a blank world and it's kind of enjoyable. I only ever build in Hemford on Bagley if I want to build something cottagecore. My least favorite pack, luxury party pack. I don't know what that was. I don't use that pack enough to really enjoy it because it's like one of the first stuff packs we've ever gotten in The Sims 4. But also I don't have a need for it unless it's for like a specific event, like a party or a wedding, but not like a day-to-day uses. No. Yeah, prison TikTok. So if you don't know what prison TikTok is, it's basically people in prison on TikTok. Out of context, but how do you feel? How about blue cheese? My brain thinks of a meme of blue cheese, but I don't think that's the blue cheese you're talking about. Blue cheese sounds nasty. Honestly, it might make this shell challenge on Newcrest to actually force me to practice building. Do it. I want to see it. We also do shell tours every single month, or every time we finish a new shell challenge, you give them a tour. So your shell could get toured in a stream or in a video. So you Ah, you never really know. You never really know. I can get off of TikTok. I can't get off alt TikTok. That's fine. I just want food TikTok too. See, I just want a wholesome TikTok. My TikTok has gone wild. I used to be on Disney TikTok for a short time. You think you saw a prison TikTok before? Isn't it so interesting? Like, people in prison seem like they're having a fun time, but I also think it's a prison that's not really like, you know, a hardcore prison jail place. They have like restrictions and things, but like it's like more lenient, I would say. But then again, I have no idea. Alcatraz TikTok, never seen that before. Is it a thing? Alcatraz TikTok? I've been on sides of TikTok that should not even be allowed. Hey, Jessica Emily, welcome in. How are you doing today? I hope your day's going pretty well and swell. It's fine. But I'm doing really good today. We're making a new shell challenge today, and I'm trying to figure out the best solution, which I think I just figured it out, for my new shell challenge that you can participate in. And I'm currently making a living room Christmasified right now. So I'm definitely gonna mix match a bunch of chairs around here just to give it a little personality. I think it'll work for sure. You still name both, and Dan's is Don's son. Lordy live. You love Disney TikTok. I've seen it in Cali and California and Florida thrift stores. On there is the best thrift shops find. Oh yeah, I think when you're like on TikTok, it's fun and useful when you're trying to find something very distinct and unique that you can't find in other places. But when you go on TikTok, it's like, oh, it's right here. I'm like, really? I had no idea. The more you know, you know. A lot of jails and prisons now have prepaid phones. That is also very true. That is very true. They also have a lot of prepaid phones, which is pretty interesting to me. Surprised they have internet, you know? That people can load minutes on and talk to their families. I'm not a big fan of prisons. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the foster care system or prison system at all. It's kind of crazy. I'm going to do that one right here. Yeah. Quite wild. I read that as you're on mental health TikTok. I'm like, where can I be? Where is that? Can I get on that, please? Because, oh my gosh, my mental health is literally a roller coaster these days. But mental health in patient care allows social media privileges, which is weird since the clients are not supposed to be able to contact other people at the hospital. Oh wait, this looks nice. Okay. Also, if you press F5 on your keyboard, this allows you to slot objects on quarter tiles instead of whole tiles. So it makes it more exciting. You hope one day you can go to Florida and just for the thrift stores to find all the cool Disney snow globes. I haven't been to a thrift store in a hot minute, you know? And I kind of miss thrift stores. All we have are like Salvation Army, you know, I almost said Whole Foods. No, Salvation Army and Goodwill. Oh my gosh, it took me a while. Really? ADHD TikTok? What if I just search ADHD on TikTok? Will my feed start being that? Because that will be lovely. Because I won't feel alone. Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. Let me just stop this. Save my game. Because I found something the other day on Twitter. But it was from TikTok. I have to scroll and find it. But it's a TikTok about somebody, I think it's about ADHD. If you have ADHD, you can probably relate to this because I have it too. Oh my gosh, why do I like everything I see on Twitter? Ridiculous. I think it's on this person's Twitter account. Hold up. Let me see. This one? Is it this one? Wait a minute. Oh, found it. Okay. Found it. Is this it? Nope. Oh, that's not important. Okay. Wrong screen. Good night. Oh, well, thank you for being here. Stay genuine, Yoshin. Stay genuine. If you like a video, if you like videos of it for a while, what I learned, fully stay on that side. If you're like, oh, good. Good. Okay. Here's a TikTok that I found. It literally screams what I am. Okay, good. I think you all can relate this 100% sure. The ADHD walk. Here it goes. The ADHD related jokes. Literally me. Okay. Here's a video. Look at this. Hey, oh, press play. Sound off. You. Why is this literally me? Why is this me? I do this all the time. I literally do this every day. It's like, I'm just gonna, like, you know, move my hip to the other side of my body like it doesn't hurt and do this and walk. I do this all the time without even like acknowledging it, and then this happens. I hurt myself afterwards. Luckily, I've never broken a single bone in my body. Knock on wood. But like, oh my gosh. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. But also, Kiko, how are you? I saw that and it was so good. It's like the universe just knows. It just knows I have ADHD. And then we wonder why we smack our hips on everything. Literally, I'm like, why do I hurt so much? You know, like one time, I literally, it was like a lot of years ago, by the way. I was like, you know, just walking along, and then my collarbone, of all things, it didn't get jammed, but like I literally hit my collarbone on like the side. Like, you know how, you know, you open the door, like the frame. I hit my collarbone on the frame of the door. It hurts so much that I'm like, help. But then that wasn't the worst thing. I accidentally slammed my finger with my car door. But again, this was like a few years ago, but still, what in the world? So anyone else have bruises all over their thighs and shoulders from exactly that? Not me. Goodness, because I don't bruise easily, which is great, but like, why does my hips hurt? I'd be good, and then I smacked. I'm like, why do I hurt so much? It makes no sense. This should be illegal. Hips Don't Lie by Shakira. Alexa, please play Hips Don't Lie by Shakira. Breaking bones ain't recommended. I've broken no less than 4 bones. You doing good? Thank you. You're welcome. New to this Twitch place. Love it here. You know, we have a very fun time here all the time. We tend to make a lot of jokes about everything. That sounded pretty awful of what I just said. We make jokes about a lot of things, not about people, unless it's about, you know, horrible trash people of the world, not to name a few. But I would call our community cozy yet chaotic. Well, welcome to the Chaos Crew. I hope you enjoy your time here. Watching people just be regular. I've been like, you know, it's been chaotic here. Chaotic, but lovely. We stream every single day except Sundays at 6 p.m. Central Time. But on Wednesdays, we stream at 10 a.m. CST. So 6 days out of the week, I will be here. I stream on mainly The Sims. I do play a little Stardew, a little Animal Crossing, a little Minecraft. But 9 times out of 10 is The Sims. And Sims kids drink sippy cups? No. Toddlers can, but kids cannot. I want to see if I can find any like good stuff here. Toddlers have sippy cups, but kids actually don't. And when I think of Sims kids, it's like my brain immediately thinks of Kayla, little Simsy, because she references our community sometimes as Sims kids, but we're also Sim kids because we played The Sims as kids, so we are automatically Sims kids. Sim kids. Medication makes me photosensitive, making me translucent almost from avoiding sunlight. So yeah, countless bruises. Oof. I have a tendency of just like not opening up my blinds because I don't like sunlight. However, I open it up because my plants need them. So plants need sunlight, so I open up blinds and then I suffer. And it's okay. I think I just need plants. When in doubt, just cover my corner with plants. That's all it needs. I'm also a very slow builder, by the way. If I can find my favorite plant of all time, I'm going to. I've been playing since SimCity, samesies. Well, I've been playing since The Sims 1. So it's been like a long time. I don't know about you, but I was a very chaotic child when I played SimCity. See, Will Wright, smart man, great guy, awesome. Never met him, but I would love to. But he gave us too much power, literally way too much power. Taught us about, right from wrong, sometimes, money, discounts, equality, the environment, the economy, the little things about life. With SimCity, I learned about, taxes and learned how to manage a city from the ground up. And it was great. But oh my gosh, too much destruction, so I caused utter chaos every single time I played the game. Tornadoes, hurricanes, literally mass destruction of my city. All this yellow and you don't like sunlight? I don't like it. I hate the sunlight. I blame Twilight for me not liking the sun. But also kind of watching too many vampire movies growing up. Not good. Oh, we gotta change that, by the way. Oh, also, by the way, we have new emotes. And I didn't change any of the commands that actually had them. So, Dab, do you want to change the, I think it's SpringSims finger gun. Oops. I did a bad thing. Did a bad thing. I regret the I did. I'm wondering what it is. Bad thing. There we go. That's better. I think this is it. I fixed it. What is it called? I literally, a capital G. I hate it here. I literally hate it here. The one time when it's cap sensitive, it makes you want to scream. You can never watch too many vampire movies. That's true. My favorite vampire movie of all time would be Van Helsing. I love Van Helsing. Building isn't my strong point either. And yes, very too much power. Yeah, too much freedom with those video games. That's why I play City Skylines more. Less control, but more control. You know what I mean, The name of the emote changed. Yeah, the capital G with no S. Not great.
I really like hanging out here.
Yeah. Does Twilight get better? I'm trying to convince myself to finish it. The last movie, I would say it does because the acting's not as cringy. Edwin, welcome in. How are you? And Tracy, thank you so much for the 2-month resub. And I'm so glad you enjoy hanging out here. I enjoy hanging out with you all as well. I appreciate it. I'm gonna give this. Yeah, actually give him parent. But good morning. And Barry, welcome in. How are ya? Oh, welcome back, Dab. You are all good. You're all good. Take as many breaks as you need to. Oh, that's what it was. That was the issue. my vines. So welcome in, welcome in. I don't know what to put over here. I do definitely need curtains on all of my lovely windows. Windows. We need better curtains. Thank you. Make it charmed. How far into the movies are you? That I would love to know, Jade. What movie are you currently on of Twilight? Because I've watched all of them. They're all on Netflix, by the way, if you haven't seen them. But they're really good. The first one's just like a must watch because it's the first one. It's so cringy. But I think once you continue to watch it, you'll ask yourself why a lot. At least I did. Because I'm like, what is going on? Why is this happening? But then the acting got a little bit better. And a little bit less cringy. Still cringy, but less cringy than the first one. You saw your stream of the other guys and the Sims Sparked. Oh yeah, the all my castmates. Everyone on the Sims Spark was so nice and amazing. I mean, I've met them multiple times, but I think they're really cool people. I prefer watching here. Okay. But I'm glad you enjoy the streams here. You wish you had. I wish that my local treasury institution would offer me something that I'm interested in studying in 2022, but sadly they don't. That's lame. The third one, which is Eclipse. You know what's so weird? They changed out Victoria, which was so weird. I'm like, why? But then I also know why, because scheduling issues happen with the original one, which makes sense, which is kind of always 9 times out of 10 why they replace certain actresses or actors, because of scheduling conflicts. Winders, we will convert you to a southerner yet. How are you? I'm doing really good, Josh, by the way. I'm from the Midwest, by the way. I have a very Midwestern accent, I think. I really do. Not really. I don't think so. You'll ever convert me to being Southern. I don't think I will be good at that. Is your shell challenge, is this your shell for the challenge? Yes, it is, Tracy. Yes. And X forced it, Lord. The first one, I get the first one out of the way. Oh yeah, get the first one right out the way, because it's like, cringy. You want to laugh every time they just speak and words come out of their mouths. Because like, what was the reason? What was the reason? Bella, where have you been, Loca? Like, honestly, what? Stop. Take it out. Just weird. I think that creators have a tendency through the acting. All the TV movies are cringy to me lately. Yeah, I kind of get those vibes too. Some shows and some movies are like, no, make it stop. I also found out that they canceled Cowboy Bebop after the first season. I haven't finished the first season yet, and they already canceled it. Okay. I mean, it's not bad, but it's also not good. I didn't really like it. The anime is way better. I don't like live actions half of the time, because sometimes they're just done poorly. Did you hear about Oxford High School? No, I haven't. I'm from the Midwest, Illinois. Also, if you come to Illinois, do not say Illinois. Do not say Illinois. The S is silent. It's Illinois. People always say Illinois. I'm like, please stop. Don't even. Not an accent, but I can tell. Yeah. I feel like when you live somewhere for so long, you just like kind of take on that like culture and the accent. So I used to live in Virginia. So I moved from Virginia to Illinois when I was like 9. The anime is like 12 episodes long. Yeah. What anime do you watch? I don't watch a lot of animes like I used to when I was younger, because I find them quite irritating sometimes. But I do like enjoying watching, like, I haven't watched Cowboy Bebop in a long time, but the anime that I always tend to go back to is like Yu-Gi-Oh, Zatch Bell, One Piece, Dragon Ball Z sometimes. Again, it depends. If I want to like watch something like really cool that day. But I've been watching Zatch Bell, trying to finish that. I've been kind of binge watching it lately, and it's been pretty good. It's been a long time. I only have like one trading card of Zatch Bell, but I have a bunch of like trading cards for Yu-Gi-Oh! I have a Yu-Gi-Oh! Blanket, Yu-Gi-Oh! Face towel, Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading cards, like Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot. I didn't get the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bedspread because my parents wouldn't buy it for me. Sadly. The little hanging broom and the dustpan are so cute. Yeah, that is a Maxis decoration. Yes, it's from Laundry Stuff. You can add walls to the outside. Well, like a chimney, no. Because that's adding to my build, so no. Sadly. That's changing the structure of my build. So you will have to kind of use your imagination and use the actual in-game chimneys if you want a chimney. And usually I always end up adding a chimney to my build. Like with the walls. But I stopped doing it and I don't know why. You're near Chicago? I've been to Chicago one time. And I went to Google and that was it. But it was fun though. Chilly, but fun. I think I want to add some pictures over here. Someone explain shell to me, please. Oh no, you're all good. So a shell is basically a build. Like, you know how people build houses IRL? That's basically the shell of a home before you furnish it. So kind of take IRL house terms to Sims terms. Take a shell of a house. I build the shell of the home and then I upload to the gallery with the hashtag, and then you all download it from the gallery to decorate, landscape it, do whatever you want without breaking any rules of my own, which is the only rule: don't mess with my walls. And then you upload to the gallery afterwards, you're finished, and then I give it a tour towards the end of the month. See all your talented creations that you've done with my shell challenge. If that makes any sense. Yeah, it's like the original build. Yeah. I can show you what it looks like. But take out all of like the decorations of the outside that I did. It's basically that. It's very bare when you look at it on the gallery because it is what it is, but when you see it, it makes sense. Blank walls, flooring, ceiling, yeah, basically a shell challenge. It's kind of like it's a fun shell challenge because you get to practice if you are a person who doesn't like to build that often, or you're looking for something to like practice on. These are like the ones to go to and try out with like your roofing, your landscaping, your layouts, your interior design skills, location, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, it's a pretty decent size too. It's on a 30 by 20. I mean, you can move it to a bigger lot if you want to. Wouldn't recommend because they're quite crazy. But it's definitely worth it though. I recommend it 100%. And even if you say you're not the most talented builder in the world, we all start from somewhere. We all practice. We all do things differently. So I say give it a try. You'll be participating in this one. Thank you. You're welcome. Food is here. What food did you order? I think I missed it. What you had said what you ordered. Okay. I think I want to make this like little area very bare, but I need to figure out, let me see, seasons, and then the holiday pack, and then maybe I'm gonna see what they all have in this thing, because I want to make it very wintry and Christmassy and vibey. Get some nutcrackers. Okay. Oh, by the way, we are getting a new holiday update. Gosh, a new holiday update on the 14th. By the way, everyone, if you didn't know, we're getting fruitcake, little fireplace, poker thingies, aprons, and like some other cool stuff as well. But it's gonna be pretty nice, I would say. It's all about that growth. That exactly. We all start from somewhere. If you look at my first build I've ever made, it's on my YouTube channel, by the way. You have to scroll like years to find it. But my first ever build was literally the most horrible thing you'll ever see in your entire life because there was carpet everywhere. including the bathroom. I did not know how to build. I did not know what to do because clearly I had a different vision. And the wallpaper was missing in one of the bedrooms. There was fencing everywhere, the wrong type of fencing from the backyard. No foundation of any kind. It was just god awful. I renovated it actually, and I think I want to renovate it again because now I feel like I have gotten a grasp of like how to build decently okay in The Sims, and I feel like I can do it justice again. Avocado chicken salad and salt and vinegar chips. Ooh. Oh, you prefer to play? You enjoy interior design part, but it takes too long for perfection. That is why I've been on this living room for a good hot minute. So, samesies. I'm also gonna go back because I'm gonna add more clutter into this corner. I'm so tired of the same decorations. Same. I have a hard time utilizing different objects sometimes, so I just tend to revert back to the old goodies that I know and love. And I need to branch out more, honestly. I really do. I really need to branch out more. But it's hard when you have the same objects. But then when I've learned about clutter, I was like, oh, say less, give me more. And they did. I literally love using debug so much because it has so much variety that you can do with your builds. It makes the build look more personalized, more exciting. It's different, and it's just kind of therapeutic just going through debug. And again, I keep on forgetting to download the Better Build and Buy mod by Twisted Mexi to organize my debug every time. I'm telling you, once these finals are over, my brain will be clear, and I will download it next stream, next week. Every time. After 24 hours without sleeping, you need a nap. All good, all good. Freya, thank you for being here. Enjoy your rest. Get some rest, because 24 hours is not without sleep ain't good. Not, oh my lordy Lou. Rest up, rest up. I feel weird about foundations coming from an area without houses even at ground level. It's so weird. I feel like with no foundations, like, why is it there? Make it lift up on off the ground. But I realize how expensive those are IRL. I'm like, oh my gosh, keep it on the ground. I don't need it. I don't need a foundation. I'm fine. I'm good. Houses literally don't even have a single step on them. It's scary. It's kind of weird to me that they don't have any steps. I'm like, why? Ooh, Dream Home Decorator. My favorite interior design pack. Now, if we're looking for any packs to purchase that you don't have, I do recommend Dream Home Decorator. Like, if you love gameplay and you want to kind of get a little bit better at building, I do recommend Dream Home Decorator because there's a career attached with it. It kind of mixes and matches both sides, both building and gameplay, because you earn money from it. But also, you kind of get a sense of like what it's like to build, but also what is it like to play with a career. If you only build, got some gameplay. If you only do gameplay, got some building. I still forgot. I have it pinned. I have it literally pinned and bookmarked on my web browser to download it, but then I just forget because things happen. But also, I'm never really home half of the time, or I'm doing homework and I just forget. I'll grow over the time you download it. It's like back in my olden eon days, I remember Steven forgot to download Better Build and Buy. And they're like, when was that? It's been 84 years. It's been 84 years. You're a clutter queen. I love it. But clutter will always be like my ultimate favorite thing to like do in The Sims. Wherever you want and have no consequences of any kind. I'm gonna put this painting right here. And I'm making this like a very family friendly cottage area because I think it'd be kind of cool. But then I also want to have this. Actually, no, go back. Go back. Yeah, can someone link that? One of my mods because I don't have it in my mods list because I haven't used it. But if you check, I literally can't read or speak. Help. But yeah, one of my mods will post it in the chat for you. I know what the ADHD life is like. It's awful and I hate it. I hate it. Okay, let's see. Let's get a nice little TV. I'm telling my friends and grandkids about you downloading. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Story time. Oh, I also looks all over. I also finished watching all the Avenger movies and TV shows. So I'm basically done with Marvel until the next Hawkeye episode comes out next week. So I have a long time waiting. You love the island. Isn't it so cool? It's from Cottage Living. Wow. I see how it is. ADHD equals random word salad. Yes. Also, my brain immediately went from like fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. Whatever happened to the Wiggles, by the way? They're still a thing. They're still a band. Oh my gosh. Wow. They're still going on. They're from Australia? This whole time I thought they were from America. Wow. They've been going since 1991, way before I was born. But, you know, hey, life. They have a Spotify? Wow. Wait, will Steven ever download Better Than Buy It? Wallatian said no. I see. I can already guess. I can already guess who said no. I already know with my sixth sense. I have my spidey senses on already. I just know. I just know. I only know fruit salad, yummy, yummy, and that's all I know from the Wiggles, and I don't know anything else. I've seen the show, but I've never like actually listened to the other songs. I love that Twitch allows me to continue watching while I use other apps. Isn't it great? Also, I just found out the other day, because I was watching a stream on my mobile phone on Twitch, is that we have captions, by the way, and you actually can turn on captions on Twitch on your mobile phone. So it's actually kind of convenient. If you go to like your settings on like the stream itself, you can turn on the captions and the captions will appear on your screen. So in case you want to like know what the person's saying, you can. Which is really like very inclusive and very good. So if you didn't know that, now you know. Christmas tree in every room. Yes. They definitely had accents. I don't remember anything from that. My childhood was like everyone speaks English and that's it. No accents, no nothing. You know, also for the longest time too, even though my child self knew, because it was drilled in my brain, I did not know Blue was a girl. I didn't know. From Blue's Clues, I didn't know. Even though they literally said it multiple times. They said she the whole entire time throughout the entire show, and still do. My brain didn't comprehend that at all. So I thought Blue was a boy this whole time for like, I think at least for, I think like 3 years of the show, where like when I got a little bit older, when I was like 9 or so, I found out, I'm like, okay, makes sense. Because I always thought blue was for boys and pink was for girls, and that was like my whole like brain was like wired that way. Because magenta was a girl too, I think. Pretty sure. Oh, hot potato, yeah, hot potato, hot potato. I'm sorry, what? They're 18 plus show. Excuse me? What? And you're welcome. Yeah, we definitely have a very wholesome community here. Always welcome, no matter what. That is not even, and I'm going to cry. I'm actually gonna make this a single bed. Yeah. Am I recording? Okay, I am. Whew, got scared. I didn't either for a while. Yeah, I was like, wait, what? Excuse me? I even built the Blue's Clues house in The Sims 4. And I'm like, it took me a while to realize that. I'm like, oh my gosh. Plus also they barely showed any of the other rooms in the house. Oh, for charity. Oh, okay, okay, that makes sense. Oh, it was an OG London. Okay, that makes sense then. Blue had no gender in my mind. Yeah, and I think that's also what I thought too. Like, Blue had no gender, literally. Blue was non-binary to me. Actually, no, I'm gonna go with full-on cottage living in this room. Cottage living. So long, farewell, you my friends. I don't know that song. I just made Blue a male in my mind. Yes, she was. You know, TV these days are different. And now it's like, now people know and it's good. I always felt like, you know, times back in the 90s were just chaotic. And we're like, wow, we've learned a lot. The first word I literally saw was Jeff, and I immediately thought of Jeff Bezos. I'm like, what? I haven't saved in like a half hour. Thank you, Jade, for the reminder, because I did not save. You thought Blue was a boy too. I just learned from you that it's she. Yep. Blue is a she. And Dora needs a new shirt. And that's a T. Jeff Greg Murray retired for the original Wiggles, and Anthony from the original Wiggles decided to stay with the running Wiggle band. Oh, good. That's nice. That's... Oh, yeah. Until we meet again. Yes. Here's a mail that never fails. It makes me want to whack my tail. When it comes to mail, I want to wail. Mail. Yes. And thank you for the posture check as well. Appreciate it. And good night, Kiko. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it so much, but I don't think they're actually... Wait, were you leaving or just saying, oh no, you were singing the song? Or were you leaving? I don't know. Mail time. Funny, I don't do periodic saving at all. Guessing to start. I don't save my game half the time. I tend to forget. My mic keeps hitting out. Really? It has to do with something like with my settings, which is a little bit concerning. Also, maybe... Okay, I think we'll be fine. I don't know. We'll see. The mail song is a bop. I agree. I recently changed my settings on my microphone for a quick second because I was like, what? I definitely need to get sound panels for my office because I literally hate the echo and it's just trash. You know? I also speak very like quiet half of the time, so there are times where it would cut in and out. I don't know. I had a teacher who asked if she was a man or a woman because I didn't know. Hey, never know. Studies show that we were overly simulated by the 90s cartoons. We were, yes, we were. And they think it might be a part of the issue with increased mental health issues. Yes. No wonder I'm actually literally insane because the 90s literally jacked us up. You know, they say the 70s were a time for the crazies. Do they not understand the 90s of how chaotic the 90s were? TV was literally absolutely and utterly insane. But we still watched it though. Oh, you know, hey, times like this, all gotta know. I think it's a signal related on our end because it only cut out for you once. Oh. Twitch do be having some issues sometimes. Oh, I was watching the Jimmy Neutron movie the other day, and it was quite an adventure. I did not know Jimmy Neutron, the movie, came out in the year 2001. I feel unwell because I think I have that movie on VHS. Wait, no, that's the Roly Poly Oly movie. Zoe's birthday. Wait. No, that is Roly Poly Oly. Roly Poly Oly on VHS. And then the Jetsons on VHS as well. I was like, I never owned Jimmy Neutron on VHS at all. I wish I did. Didn't have it that time back then. The 90s jacked us up. Or adults for the 90s. I would say both. I would just say both. I do have a Twitter. I do indeed. I tweet way too much. But I do have a Twitter. I have an Instagram. I have a TikTok, podcast, YouTube channel. Got all the things. I'm basically on every single social media platform known to man, except I only use 3 of them: YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, because TikTok is toxic. I do. I found out recently on Twitter. I literally checked, actually, and I have 20.5 followers. Roly Poly Oly, I love it. Roly Poly Oly. PB&J Otter, anyone? Anyone? PB&J Otter fans out there? Anyone? No? Awesome. Thanks. Appreciate it. If you follow the one that just literally says SpringSims, that's not mine. Mine is Spring_Sims, but it's pretty easy to find mine because it has my face on it and it's all yellow. The other one is literally an imposter. Oh, not really. The person who has the handle SpringSims on Twitter has not been active in like 7 years. And I'm just like, can I just have your handle? But I'm literally trying the hardest to get their account deleted so I can take their handle. But it won't work. So, I'm gonna find a way. Same goes for Instagram. Hasn't used their account in like 7 years. So I am stuck with SpringSims1 on Instagram and Spring_Sims on Twitter. And it's just awful. I'm a person who loves consistency and branding. And I'm like, why? Getting famous on me, are you? The SpringSims? Oh, hi. I'm the SpringSims, by the way. No. Ew. Ew. I'm gonna move this chair and put this like right over here. Actually, you know what? No. Let's move this. Put this in that corner. We'll size this down. Side. Sims can't get over there, so I'll just size it down again. Actually, you know what? No. No. Boom. Whoop whoop, Devil's Oceana in the house. Wait, what? I was like, wait, what? I was so heavily confused at that. I'm like, is that a song? It took me so long to get in here and certainly cooking myself. All good, all good. I'm glad you're here. I hope your food is great. Oh my gosh.
Friends, it's simply Lindsay, but change my name lol.
Lindsay, hi. I've missed you. Hello. How are you? How are you, Lindsay? I hope your day is going really well. I've missed you. I follow you on Instagram. And I'm like, wait, where's Lindsay? Because I was literally just talking about this the other day to myself, basically. And I'm like, all my friends, where are they at? And then I'm like, wait, I remember it was like me. I think I found you through Christian. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how are you? I'm so glad you are here. And thank you for the resub. I appreciate you so much. I hope you're thriving out in the world, doing great things, you know? Uh, that was your new intro. Oh, I was like, what? Good to know. Good to know. But I hope your food is great though. Oh, there's no more. I have a real one. If you don't follow, it. Oh, okay. Good to know. Hope you're thriving as well. I definitely am thriving in the world, which is kind of great to be honest, I would have to say, because these past couple of months have been wild, like good wild, I would say. I'm sponsored by AT&T now, which is so wild and surreal that I am. It's like my whole life this year has gone a 360. Ever since the Panini happened, it's been way better. But, you know, yeah. I've seen so many amazing things you've done. It's been crazy. Are these aligned? I'm gonna size them down. There we go. But it's been like so great. I went back to school. I'm actually ending school next month. Next week on Monday. And I'm actually happy that I'll be done with school because I am tired. I legit creep and see all the things you've accomplished. Oh, thank you, bestie. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. It's been so wild. Like, I honestly would not be in this position if it weren't for you all, to be honest. Like, I would not be sponsored by AT&T at all if it weren't for you all, because you all support me in every possible way that you can, just by being here in the streams, hanging out, doing all the fun stuff, you know. Great time. Wait, going to do what? I was going to do that. Wait, what? Oh. Allow the message. I'm like, wait, what? My brain was on a whole other conversation. Chicken strips? Chicken strips? I love chicken strips. The sofa one's better. Ooh, that sounds good. Sounds tasty. I remember back in the days of us being little sim babies. I know, it's so crazy. Back from where we started to where we are now, it's so wild. I was a shy little bean, just like not knowing what to do or what to say or how to stream. And look at me now, doing cool things these days out in these worlds, streets of Twitch and YouTube. Great things, great things. I know Christian's coming back at some point because I think his finals are already over and he's becoming a veterinarian, I think, which is wild. So I'm like, okay. Demi, welcome in. How are you doing today? Welcome. Your name rhymes with Demi. Demi Lovato, but it's Jemmy with a J. Demi. But welcome in. I hope you enjoy your stay here today. We're working on a new shell challenge, if you didn't know, in The Sims 4. If you want to give it a look-see little ganda, you definitely can, if you would like to. You definitely deserve every good thing that happens. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I honestly, like, next year, I want to achieve even more. I have a lot of plans to not only grow as a person, but grow as a brand. Branding myself the best possible way I can. I want to become a published author one day. I think if I publish a coloring book, I'm a published author, right? Is that right? I don't know. You miss me so much. I've been living my dream as a traveling wedding photographer. Oh my God, I remember that. I remember you were saying you love photography, which is super cool. But I love to hop back on stream someday again. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I would love to see your streams, but whenever you are, you know, ready to come back. But you know what would be very cool, which I feel like it's like probably more stressful. It was like, what if you could do like traveling vlogs of you becoming like how to become a traveling wedding photographer, or like, you know, I don't know. It'd be super cool. And yeah, you're welcome. I noticed everyone here. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you're married. I remember a whole thing. You were engaged. Like, oh, it's like a whole story. I just love it. You have a house and a dog. It's crazy. I remember you were saying that you got married, you have a house now. I think I remember you came back one time and you were like in a whole different location and everything. And I'm like, look at Lindsay just thrive. We love to see it. We really do. I think I hear. Yes. Jet Simmer. Well, Jet the Simmer, welcome in. How are you doing today? Your day's going pretty well. Actually, I'm gonna replace this one. Coloring book authors are both authors and artists. Oh, good, good. So I never really knew the difference between the two, but good to know. Next year, mark your calendars, besties. Making a coloring book, found a manufacturer. I have ideas for my coloring book. It's almost done, minus like 10 pages, but doing some good things. It's been a while since I've caught a stream. How you doing these days? It's been good. Been good. We actually had our first sponsored stream with AT&T not too long ago this month, and it went pretty well. I would say it had the most fun time I've ever had on Front Page, minus the other ones I've had before in the past, but this one was definitely different. Major big brand. It was so exciting. I met new people. A lot of my other friends are actually a part of this like program with me. Like my friend Rochella and It's Me Troy and Momo Misfortune. They're also simmers, a part of this class of AT&T of class of 2021. And it's just been like a cool experience learning new things. I've learned a lot from just life in general. Just like every single day I learn something new, and it feels good to be able to evolve as a person, but also like as a streamer. So it just feels good. Feels good. It's been good. You've been working on your photography skills right now, using ball jointed dolls. I collected. I'm making a comic book using pictures. I take off my dolls. Oh, that's good. You know, telling stories is good. I want to one day like write a story, but I'm like, my stories are all so jumbled up and like, does it even make any sense? I don't know. I do want to make a color, like a children's book, but I want to be like a dramatic, serious like author, you know, like Stephen King. Well, not like as crazy as Stephen King, but like more so of a there. You can't wait to buy it once you publish it. Well, you can buy my coloring book, which is not out yet. Won't be on until like next year, but you can buy the coloring book. It'll be on my website, hellospringco.com. But I have some free coloring pages if you want. So that rug. Always. Hey, Car, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope your day's going pretty good. I don't feel bad. My writing is still not good as I would like to be. Yeah, same. I feel like with me, it takes me time. It takes me time. It takes time for me to write stories that either will make sense or that will have some major value. No. Yeah. I'm not that good. My entire family is sick. Oh, I hope they all feel better. I'm starting to lose my voice, but how are you? I'm doing really good, Jet. Thank you for asking. I'm currently doing a shell challenge, by the way, if you want to do it for yourself, but definitely drink a lot of water. Drink some tea if you need to, because losing your voice ain't that good, you know? But do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do, honestly. But things have been good. You wanna get your poetry published someday? Do it. Do it. You actually live in Maine, where Stephen King lives. You know what I found out recently? Stephen King's son wrote yeah, he did write. He wrote the show Lock and Key. By the way, got renewed for season 3, which is really great. Love that show. Lock and Key is quite horrific. Good way horrific, but it's like a good show to watch. But it got renewed for season 3, which is really cool. And personally, did not know Stephen King's child, literal spawn, wrote that show. You been okay? How are you? I've been good lately. I've been good. My YouTube videos have subtitles. My YouTube videos only have English subtitles in them at the moment, because I only am English speaking. However, if you want to contribute and like help with subtitles of my YouTube videos, you can in other languages. I always have them linked in my description of my videos if you want to contribute in changing, like adding subtitles from other languages. My YouTube videos have subtitles only in English at the moment. You actually know a guy that makes his own horror stories for kids, for kids age. Oh, that's how we're Stephen King. Interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that he wrote that show either. The more you know. It's like kind of exciting. Yeah, that would be really, really helpful. The more accessibility in my videos, the 100% way better it will be. Because I'm all about, you know, accessibility and being, you know, having my subtitles on every platform the best possible way that I can. There's always a link to the video in the description to put captions for translation other than English, because I do my own English subtitles. But yeah, I would more than gladly, I would appreciate that 100%. I'll send you the link to where you can do that. I'll post it in Discord for you. Diwali Tan. You just started season 2? Oh, it's really great. You're gonna be shocked with season 2. I would say. I've already finished it. No spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it, but pretty good. I also realized I did not put a hamper in this bedroom, which the bedroom is all the way over here. Go. I love that what you do, but it's hard for me to follow your conversations in English without subtitles. Yeah. Yeah, and also like with my subtitles, there also will be like a day delay for the subtitles sometimes because I gotta, you know, make sure they're all correct and everything, but there's always and will be subtitles. And I also have subtitles on Twitch as well. Well, so thank you for letting me know that. I will continue to do what I do. Also, am I recording? I am. I always forget if I'm recording or not. Yeah. It's really impressive on how a small world can be. It really can. You never know who is who in Hollywood and the apple clear doesn't fall from the tree. True. It's so wild, but it's like so exciting to like learn about these things. And I'm like, wow, love that. And the people are just so creative in general at their craft, and like you are going places, literally going places. Yeah. I have gamers I watch that don't speak English at all. I hardly ever like watch a lot of streams. I do watch a lot of streams, but I don't really pay attention to the stream. I just lurk a lot, so I don't never really need to look at subtitles, for me at least. But I say every streamer on every single platform should have captions. It's not that hard. It really isn't. There's literally a plugin, literally that takes you 2 minutes to install on OBS. Like if you use OBS for yourself, and if a streamer doesn't use captions, what are you doing? Because it's literally a 2-minute process to enable it on OBS, and there you go. You got captions. You now are accessible to literally the other part of the world who are hard of hearing, completely deaf. Not that hard. Most people I know just like Hollywood for the drama. Hollywood's toxic. Hollywood is very toxic when it comes to like a lot of different things. The industry for children is not as great, because I recently had watched a video on The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, the dark side of it. I'm like, oh my gosh. I knew it was bad, but I didn't know it was that bad. I mean, if you watch Allison Stoner's video about being a child actor in Hollywood, you can kind of see what it's all about. You're in Discord? Awesome. Welcome to the squad. Yeah, there is a literal plugin for it. I'm literally not kidding. On OBS. My friend Jessica made a whole TikTok about it because accessibility is important. Hold up. Oh, no, she made a whole TikTok about pronouns, but then the captions part is something that I already had. Where did it go? That is literally not it. That is the wrong one. Here it is. There you go. No. No, for Twitch. I was talking about Twitch for like captions. There's a little plugin for like Twitch captions that automatically open up when you start your stream. But like YouTube, you have to like manually like type them on. But if you use like a program called what's it called? If you use Adobe Premiere Pro, there is literally a tab on Premiere Pro called captions, and it will literally caption your entire video for you. It might not be accurate, but it does the job. You might need to change a few things here and there, but it is 100% worth using. It's what I use in all my videos. I use Adobe Premiere Pro to edit all my videos, and I caption it that way, change a few things here and there on the wording, and bada bing bada boom, you got a caption video for more accessibility. Oh yeah, I finished the outside a long time ago. That was at the beginning. That was a different stream that we did. The first stream that we did for the shell challenge. I think you saw the front, I believe. But nothing has changed. We've been mainly doing the inside. Oh my. You gotta be kidding me. Yay. I'm gonna make, this is a bedroom, bathroom, bedroom. Okay. I'll make this a kid's bedroom. Actually, a toddler's bedroom. Actually, yeah. And you're welcome. Always happy to help. Yeah. But yeah, we finished the outside a couple of days ago when we started the shell challenge, and I haven't touched it since because I felt it was already done. Not much work else to be done with that build of the outside, and I thought, let's stop avoiding the interior and get that started and get it done, because lordy Lou, I am slow as molasses. Oh, you thought it was it? Oh, no. No. I was like, if I'm gonna get the shell challenge out in decent time, might as well finish it. Because I was contemplating on doing another build, but I'm like, I have too many videos in my video folder that I have half finished. Like, I have a whole mansion that I literally have half finished. Haven't landscaped. I've roofed it. I have done the layout, I think, and that was literally it, but I haven't done anything else with it. So it's like, let's finish some builds that I haven't touched in a hot minute and stick with those until we do something new. Bathroom near room. Oh, my life. When in doubt, you can change it, whatever you want. When in doubt, it's my build. I mean, my bathroom is literally in my room, so whatevs. It's however you lay out your build, however you determine how you want to build your house. My build. But I have my bathroom near my bedroom. It's a common thing that we have in the US. A lot of houses in the US nowadays, like suburban houses and just apartments in general, usually have their bathrooms across the hall or in their bedroom because the bathroom's attached to their bedroom, or it's like right next door. So yeah, it happens. It happens. Yeah, I have an ensuite. Yeah, that's me. I mean, it's not your build. It's fine. Let's put this over here. I think I wanna, okay, Wabbit tablet, which is 99% of your toddler's skills. Oh, potty squatty. There we go. When in doubt, put some music on. That's like, I mean, honestly, I can understand the whole like bathroom noise, but then Can't really control that, can you? I'm all about, you know, put headphones on. I can barely hear anything when I have these headphones on because I'm either talking very loud or I have music on where I can't hear anything, which is 99% of the time. I can't hear a literal thing. I turn on Paramore. People singing, headphones. Headphones will be your best friend. I have at least 4 pairs of noise canceling headphones because they were always given to me by a brand. And I was like, these are great. I love them. JBL Audio, SteelSeries, Logitech. Great times. Love them. And so I'm just like, can't hear a thing. Can't hear you. Sorry. Sims will be fine. No, I'm gonna take this out. Basic. Just curious to know where you're from. I'm from Illinois. I am from Illinois, not Illinois. Boy. Illinois. That is where I'm from. In the States. The good old Midwest. Ooh, this looks nice, but not the vibe. Yeah. But yeah. You get banned that way. You get banned that way. You're from Germany and Poland. Ooh, I've always wanted to go to Poland. You know? I've been there once on accident. Interesting. Wait, to Illinois? You banned them? Oh my gosh. I mean, it's like the first offense. Not like they say it constantly. You can unban them. It was their first offense. I'm like, don't constantly ask for it because you get banned that way. Oh my goodness. I didn't mean literally ban them. Oh my. Okay. You took the wrong bridge. It's okay. We all take the wrong turn on the bridge. Speaking of bridges, I literally was watching Final Fantasy V and they were on a bridge and everyone died. I have an urge to come out to my homophobic dad's family tomorrow to run a Christmas party. Why does it sound kind of exciting? I use PC. I use a PC. Laura, I was like, do it? But I'm like, because I do a little bit of chaos. But definitely be safe though. Be safe. Honestly, do it when you are 100% ready. But I'm like, if you feel comfortable doing it, by all means. But yeah, like, oh my gosh. And Pale Green, how are you doing today? Pale Green M, how are you? How was your stream? I hope your day is going pretty well. Today, we are doing a new shell challenge. But welcome in, friendies. Welcome in, friendos. I hope your lovely Friday is going good today. It's not chilly here. It's like 62 degrees Fahrenheit. Also, by the way, I love your emote. It looks so cute. But thank you so much for the raid. And also, we do love our mods. We really do. But definitely stay safe, Laura, for 100% for sure. And Izzy, how are ya? Welcome in. You have the Sims, but I'm new on Mac and I don't have to size down things. Do you have bracket keys on your keyboard? Like the two, like, I don't know how to like describe bracket keys. It's like a straight line. It's like an L with it's like a C, but like a C. Is how I describe bracket keys. They look like a C, but like shorter. No, shorter C. Pushed in. But yeah, they are the bracket keys on your keyboard. The left one makes it smaller. The right, no, the left bracket key makes it smaller. The right bracket key makes it bigger. Oh my gosh, that was too much. I never get to raid you, so I had to do today. Well, thank you so much for sending your positive and lovely community over here. I really appreciate it so much. But if you're coming from Pale Green M's community and you don't know who I am SpringSims, also known as Steven. I play a lot of variety gameplay here on Twitch. I mainly play a lot of The Sims 9 times out of my day, which is like 6 times a week. I do also make YouTube videos as well. I do love Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, Minecraft, a little bit of Roblox if it's not too chaotic and crazy during the times of wildness of 5-year-olds. But we do play a little smidge of things on here. I have to say, I am very excited because there have been so many games that have been released these past couple of like months, and the game awards that were happening yesterday, and there's been so many new games that they announced that I'm just like, my wallet is literally going to die. But I am beyond so excited for like all these cool things happening. It's gonna be fun. But we do a lot of like story-driven adventure games and sims and simulations. Like, it's what we live for every day, honestly. Not necessarily, depends on the dorm. True. And yeah, definitely try it out. Yeah. I won't say it myself, but we do bring the positive, cozy vibes here. I would call myself a cozy yet chaotic streamer. We will say a lot of things and do a lot of things, but it's mainly all about the Sims being chaotic and weird for no apparent reason, which is sad, but it's true. But we're currently making a nice cozy wintry build for our shell challenge today. And if you want to do my shell challenge, you definitely can. It's up on the gallery for anyone to try out. Due date is January 4th. Viewers are on the 6th of January. So if you want a challenge, got you. I hope so. That'll be fun. That'll be really fun if they do like DIY. I mean, technically, we kind of can, but it's not the same because like it's a woodworking table that we have in The Sims 4, but it's like, it doesn't work the same as like what you would think DIY would be, because you can't really paint the stuff that you build with the woodworking table. But I would love like a DIY, like straight up DIY. So perfect. Imagine if our Sims could assemble furniture together like IKEA furniture, and The Sims did an IKEA collab. I wouldn't be opposed to that branded collab. They've done a few branded collabs in the past. Sure, some were a choice. But IKEA, I think we all can get behind. Let's be real here. I think IKEA IKEA is probably the only brand I feel like everyone would be down for. Bye. Oh, a folding bed. Oh, yeah. Okay, like we have Murphy beds, you know, from Tiny Living. I would literally love to make a folding bed. That'd be perfect. I'd be down for that. Sign me up. Where's the petition? I'm ready to go. You can't cancel IKEA when it's literally everywhere you turn. Chop chop. I mean, they did it in The Sims 2. Why not in The Sims 4? If they did an IKEA iPack, I would die. Literally same. I would die. I'm like, Sims. That's all I ever asked for. I mean, IKEA and H&M stuff, I'm good. That's all I need. Some packs are good. Some packs aren't, you know. It depends on the preferences. We love IKEA in this household. I want my Sims to struggle. If I have to struggle, so will my Sims. It's just a guarantee. They have to. I realized too, there's no DIY cabinets for clothes. No. How far is IKEA from me? It's in St. Louis, so like I would probably say like roughly 30 to 45 minutes, I would say. About that long. Okay, master bedroom. Well, which one? This is a bigger bedroom. So master bedroom. Kids bedroom. Okay. 4 to 5 hours. It's a long drive. But is it worth it though? Is it worth it? I feel like you can only go to IKEA on like on a good special day. That works best for you. I feel like it would be hard. I can't fit a double bed in here. Oh my gosh. Your Sims can squeeze. Your Sims will be fine. The brackets work. You're welcome. Also, if you want to rotate things, the comma key and the period key will like rotate on a 45-degree angle. But if you want to like freely rotate objects in The Sims 4, hold down your Alt key, but only if you are using the Sims 3 camera. Sims 4 camera doesn't work when you want to rotate things freely. Sims 3 camera will only work in that way. To freely rotate objects. Oh, Crystal just casually spending 30,000. How many points do you have now? By the way, can I VIP this way? Which needs to change some stuff around where I can like VIP this way, but I can't. Sad in points. They are broke in points. Rip. Rip. Yours is only 30 minutes, and I just went lastly for a dresser. Ooh. Is it nice? I haven't gone to IKEA at all, but I've always wanted to go. I just don't have a need to go, you know? In the city, IKEA has the same distance though. Oh my gosh, that's wild. You live in the Midwest? You only go twice a year? I feel like it's just like needed. Twice a year, you're good. Might be some cool stuff, because like usually when in doubt, I'll just shop online. I don't really go in stores anymore. Never really did when I was like, things were open. But I just shopped online a lot because it was easier. This is not even. There we go. Was giving me anxiety. Well, to be fair, I'm still waiting for my 10K points. Yeah, that's true. That is true. So yeah, you had like 40K at a time, and then you went down. Big sad that free rotate only works with Sims 3 camera. True. I kind of like the Sims 3 camera more because you have more control, more freedom. Sometimes just go for the food because their veggie hot dogs are pretty decent. Really? I've heard things where the food was bad. I guess it depends on like, well, what location you go to, plus also what time and what day and who works there. That all determines. I know they have veggie stuff. You live IKEA, you have to go if you have one near you. You honestly find the coolest stuff there. Livia Raid or Livia Grace, thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing today? I hope your stream went well. What did you all stream today? Would love to know all about it. Introduce yourself. I would love to know. I do not like this bed. It looks sad. Welcome in. If y'all don't know who I am, you can do exclamation mark about in the chat, but I am a Sims 4 or just a Sims streamer in general. I play the Sims all the time. Sims 2, 3, and 4. Sims 1 on a chaotic day, which is not that often. We do play a lot of like variety games like Minecraft, Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, chill games too. So yeah, and my pronouns are he and him, by the way. Those are my pronouns. I should start saying that more. My pronouns to be easier. But welcome in. How are ya? I hope your day is going pretty well. And thank you all for the follows. I really appreciate so much. Where does that word come from? It comes from cottage. Wait, no, that's a lie. Hold up. Yes, it comes from cottage living. That is where that rug is from. Cottage living. Ow. Oh, the good thing about Twitch, what I love is I have a lovely plugin on my OBS that sees all the pronouns, which is really cool. I can see everyone's, which is nice. Love that. Cottage Levain. But if you're coming in from the raid, we are currently making a new shell challenge that is already posted on the gallery. If you all want to give it a look-see little ganda, you would like to. Honestly, really great. I do say so myself. Not to toot my own horn, but I relatively love it. I really do. I can never imagine what it's like. Oof. Oof. Okay, let's put that right down here. It's perfect. Yeah, I can see everyone. Well, not everyone's pronouns. I can't see yours, Diwali can, or Cimarella's. But yeah, if you want to have your pronouns displayed in chat, you can do !! pronouns in the chat. It's a lovely plugin you can add to your Google Chrome or Firefox extension to your browser. That way people in Twitch streams, whether it's the streamer you watch or, you know, just general viewers that hear in chat, if people want to know your pronouns, they'll know because it'll be next to your name. Yeah, but as long as you have the extension enabled on your browser, it just makes it much easier. That way we never mispronounce anyone's pronouns on how they would like to be, you know, pronounced or called as in chat or IRL. Okay. No, I don't. I want a desk. Correction, yes. My name is spelled with a PH, not a V. You know, I always correct people only when it's money related. If they're giving me a check and it's spelled wrong, I say, write it again. I'm sorry, just write it again. That is not how you spell my name. With a PH, not a V, not an F, a PH. STEPHEN? Yeah? Mess with money, it's a whole other story. IRL, I don't mind. But money, no, sorry. I use any pronouns, so I'm curious if that's an option. It is. It is an option. It is definitely 100% an option. Yeah, I can show you what it looks like. So here it is. So if you click on either of the links, I use Google Chrome, but if you have to log in through your Twitch account, by the way, so if you log in on Twitch and you have the ability to set it to whatever pronoun you want. So it has a, ear, any, em, fair, he, him, he, she. It has basically every single pronoun that you can think of. So yeah, and you submit it and then you automatically have your pronouns displayed in chat. And there you go. It is a really good extension. Like, I honestly don't know why not every person uses it. It's so simple, so easy to install on your browser. It's worth it. It makes it more inclusive. It makes it easier for people to pronounce people's pronouns in chat. It just makes the whole community more inclusive. Yeah, enjoy watching Netflix. Have fun. Have fun with the Netflix of the watching. Yeah. You know what? They don't need a desk. Actually, I'm gonna put this plant. Take this plant over here. Now it looks so empty and bare. Oh. Over here. I'll install that later today. Very good. Very good. And now people will see your pronouns, which is really cool. How to get the pronouns to display? You just actually, for me, the way I see the pronouns is actually through having the extension. I see the pronouns through the extension, which is very, very easy. It literally tells you. It says, I can see some pronouns, but not all. What did I do? So the extension uses a 5-minute cache to reduce the load on the server. Sometimes this may mean some pronouns, including yours, won't show in real time. Most browsers, you can do Control F5 or Control Shift R to reload without cache to force your browser to get the latest pronouns. So if you don't see like automatically, just reload your browser. Honestly, Simple. For now, your pronouns are she, her. Thank you so much, Diwalitan. Appreciate it. But yeah, if you do exclamation mark pronouns in chat, Hannah, that will tell you how to get your pronouns to display. Exclamation mark pronouns is a good thing to have. Alrighty. I see them. I see them, Tracy. Your pronouns are she, her. Love that. I see them. I might need to get off. My partner is bugging me to get out the tree, but I don't want to do until the winter solstice on December 21st. Oh my. Don't give in. Don't do it. Don't do it. Pronouns, pronouns, pronouns. We love to see it. Also, speaking of pronouns, by the way, if you didn't know this, I think in January, somewhere in January, the Sims team is going to be doing a live stream of some sorts on their Twitch channel to give a progress report of what they have done with pronouns so far for The Sims 4. So if you're not aware, now you know. So they said in their recent live stream not too long ago about it that they were going to do a progress update on what their status is for pronouns coming to The Sims 4. And they haven't given an exact date on when that will be, but they did say somewhere in January, I believe so. But keep tabs on the socials if you want to be more aware what's going on. I have to change the top part of this. Will this work? Ew, icky. I don't like it. Pokemon Oreos. Wait, we got the Pokemon Oreos before I learned about, oh, the MEW one though. Ooh, the Mew. It wouldn't. It's small too. I'm pretty sure they didn't exist. I didn't expect it to last. Is there like a matching wallpaper with this one? This Parenthood? And there is not. Well, oh, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna mismatch it because I can't. I think I got my pronouns set up. Hopefully that works. It should refresh soon because it takes a minute. It takes a minute for sure for it to load up on my end to see everything, but it should be there. You did it correctly. That doesn't match either. SMH my head. I just really love this wallpaper. So good. Do they have Disney Oreos? Vanilla flavor? Because I'll eat those. I can't have actual Oreos because I don't like the taste of them. I only eat the icing, which is technically kind of a waste when you really think about it. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna like not eat them entirely. Oh, I'm gonna have to change the whole wallpaper now. No. Wait, this actually kind of looks a little bit better, not gonna lie. Well, maybe this one looks better. Yeah, there we go. Better? They were all over TikTok and such. I ate like one and it was $100. Oh my goodness. On TikTok, you find the most craziest stuff, but the most interesting stuff half the time. Like, I'm just waiting the day where I can sell my Yu-Gi-Oh cards for like $1 billion, but I feel like they're not worth anything, but I feel like they are, but I have no idea. I'm excited because my sub renews in 4 days. Ooh, woo. And then you'll have, I think, what? Then you'll have a new sub badge next to your name, because each month the sub badge changes. And then I think after 3 months, every 3 months after that, it changes. But that's so exciting. I'm so glad that you like the emotes and you always wanted support. I really appreciate it so much. Down. There we go. I'll keep that the same. Change this one up here. You've been framed. I'm sorry, excuse me. Mewtwo Oreo. Oh my, hold up. Oreo. I see Mewtwo X. Oh my. Are these rare? Did they do a collaboration? I'm sorry, excuse me. Why in the world is somebody selling a Mewtwo Oreo for $3,000? Plus shipping is like $9.10. I'm sorry. Someone's literally selling. Okay, so it's like the Mewtwo, Sandshrew, Squirtle, and Charmander. 6 different Oreo cookies for $5,000. Free shipping, by the way. Arrives on Christmas. They say for shipping. Estimate between December 17th and December 20th. Oh, it gets worse. It's worse. Someone is literally on eBay right now selling the the Pokemon Mew, not Mewtwo, Mew Oreo for $10,000. $10,000. They apparently have a 100% positive feedback. Great time. Love that for them. But $10,000? What? Hold up. Showing anything? It is not. Nope. Take this away. Literally. $10,000. One bite is worth how much, right? Look at this number. $10,000. The actual audacity. But it arrives on Christmas, free shipping. 5 packs. 5 packs of these Oreos for $10,000 unopened. You might find a Mew, ship free. Kids will love opening their own pack of Pokemon Oreos. I don't have $10,000 to spare. I'm sorry. No. Oh, but they come in like these nice little cute packages though. That's nice. Not worth $10,000. Showing every angle saying it's unopened. I believe you. This is a new game, Pokemon gaming coming to, yeah. Oh, really? $20? 10K and they're not opening anything. Who would spend $10,000? I would not. That's literally insane. Wait, I want to find, no. If I can find one, I'll post it. I just want to know who will bid on this stuff. Because that's just ridiculous. An Oreo of all things. It's literal food. What? Oh, it gets worse. It's even worse. It's worse. It's worse. You thought 10,000 was worse? Someone's selling one Mew cookie, limited edition, for $13,525. 10K for cookies that your kids will just eat. Literally, 10K could support their whole college tuition for like maybe 2 years, maybe a year and a half. We'll see. At least, different white chocolate covered Oreos. Yeah, you had 2 packs and you ate them all. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna eat myself from life now. This is ridiculous. Oh no, it's even worse. The price goes up. You thought $13,525 was worse? This one's selling for $13,800. Comes in a nice case though. Kind of nice. A little dusty. I don't know. Why? Just why? I like Pokemon Oreos because they're crunchier. See, I like the vanilla ones. The vanilla ones are really good, I have to say. 10K, 13. Oh, can't spell. Hold up. Ah! Why in the world? Wait, why in the world is this Pokemon cookie selling for 13K? Why just why? Okay, good. I opened a large can of worms here. I see. Yes. We love, okay, if you're new to the streams, by the way, this is what happens. We go on tangents about a lot of things, and this is one of them. You get sweet live. Like it if you would like to make a trend. Imagine if this goes trending the next day, I would laugh. I'm sorry, but amount the cash to buy a car for crying out loud. You literally, at least you can, at least with your car, you're getting your money's worth. True. Oh, I see your pronouns, Edwin. I see your pronouns. XM. Or I think, I don't know how to pronounce that's a pronoun, but XM. See your pronouns. Slash is welcome in. How are you? I'm doing really good today. You just got scammed up by an NVIDIA graphics card. Oh, and it was a present for Christmas. What? Where'd you buy it from? eBay? I don't trust eBay. eBay be sketchy with those things. Am I recording? I am. This whole time I was. Good. Using a smartphone is for you. Yeah, so on mobile it doesn't show up. Only on desktop. Only on desktop it shows up. Hopefully one of these days Twitch will actually implement the pronouns so it can show up on mobile, but as of right now, it is literally only on desktop, sadly enough. But I see your pronouns though. I'm so sorry to hear that, Slashes. That is not fun. And also too, the cookie will mold. Don't think of shipping. Think of shipping. The thing will mold. It will get even crunchier, maybe even soggy. If it's overseas, that thing will be soggy like SpongeBob. If it trends and taking credit, printing and framing it, yes. I'll send you the analytics and everything. Why in the world? They said why not? Oh man, that's funny. Okay, what was I doing again? We were doing something. Oh, we were building. See, me having ADHD, I get very sidetracked, as you can all see. I do not know how you all keep up with my craziness that is the stream of 3 hours. They said, why not? And I mean, honestly, if you have that kind of money, I understand. Spend what you want. But then also when you really think about it, if you're like that rich and then you have like a business, you could literally write that as a business expense. It's not, I'm not even kidding. The things you can write off as a business expense is wild. Literally wild. You literally could write it as a business expense if you have an actual business that's legit. Could. Jeff Bezos literally could buy that. And you know what's funny? Elon Musk tweeted the other day, I think, saying that he wanted to be like quit his day job and become an influencer. Like, I'm like, sir, you own Tesla. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh yeah, I know. I know about all the custom paintings in the gallery. I don't hardly use them because I tend to forget, but I do know of them. Mood, my ADHD is bad. Oh, mine is like, it's not as like crazy as it used to be like when I was younger, but I feel a little bit more chill. But I am like very hyperactive and like wild. Like death to the mold spur. That sounds like Sims. Yes. Crazy times we're living in, right? Wild. 525 pounds lost on the... That is ridiculous. I have a 3060 graphics card, but I got mine from NZXT on their website. That's where I bought mine, but I was like building a whole new computer. That's wild. I'm so sorry to hear about that. That is not fun. Getting scammed. And graphics cards, there's a shortage of them too. Okay, Jade, I literally read your message as Sue Sylvester. I'm like, what? Sue Sender, because you can get, because you have the time money. True. My ADHD is more zoned out recently. I tend to talk to myself a lot and then I zone out completely out of random. I'm like, where am I? What day is it? What am I doing? It's sad, but it's true. Save my game. Okay, my cat is so weird. I'm sitting here watching the stream and she's literally trying to paw at my fork and I'm trying to eat. And you're like, what are you doing? Stop. I want food. Cat's like, human, you better feed me. Feed me or I will take your food and knock it off the table. I'm like, calm down. I recently have been coming across cat TikTok. And I'm like, okay, cats do be wild. Anyway, I'm heading to bed. Well, Dualitan, thank you for being here so much. I really appreciate it so much. Get some rest. Have some fun resting your eyes. Your eyeballs. But thank you so much. So much. Let's do cottage living. When in doubt, use cottage living. It makes life better and easier because the wallpaper do be looking nice. Nell, welcome in. How are you doing today? I hope your day's going pretty well. Also, by the way, Nell, we have new emotes that you can use. We have a emote called SpringSims Knife. Just saying. Quite cool. Quite spectacular. Your cousin has 6 cats. Oh my gosh, what do they do? What do they do with all those cats? That's a lot of cats. Like Cats, the musical. Chaotic, but interesting at the same time. Can I not? Oh. Can I get like, oh, okay. No, thank you. I'll be back tomorrow for more chaos. Very good. It's the only chaos we'll all ever need. More chaos. I got to go. It's past my past time to walk my dogs. All good, Jade, all good. I will see you next time, hopefully, for another stream. I'll be live tomorrow. We're gonna be finishing up the game Unpacking tomorrow. So bring some tissues. Get ready to cry. We love crying, don't we? Isn't it just so threatening? I love that. I love that SpringSims knife. It's just so fitting. 3 dogs are already too much for me. Lordy Lou. Lordy Lou. I want 1 dog, and that's all I can handle. That's all I want. Just 1 dog, and that's it. No more. That's it. But until time, I want to get a house. I might wait until I get a dog until next year because I want to be able to live in this apartment for 1 full year by myself and then decide to get a dog because I think that'll be way easier for me mentally and physically. You have 2 cats and they're too much sometimes. Oof. I'm not really scared of cats, but cats remember where you sleep. They like revenge. At least the things I've seen on TikTok. You have two cats, a Maine Coon and an all black short hair Salem, and it's Luna May, who's the one trying to distract me while I'm eating. You really try, don't you? You really try to love them, and you're like, I want more attention. Like, okay. Yes. The 6 cats are madness. Lovely going up to my auntie's curtains. Rip the curtains. It's like, we've known you so well. We've seen you grow up, and we've seen you fall down. Literally. Oof, them curtains. Need a base game chair. Oh, loving to go up to your auntie curtains. Oh, I have 2 cats. They are mad. Oh no. And my 2 cats are very spoiled and too much sometimes, but you love them either way. That's all that matters. Actually, my oldest dog is like 14, and we adopted a 3rd dog in 2019 because we thought he was going to live until 2020. What breed is your dog? How did I get an? I have time for an easel. Like a guitar. Oh, what is that? Oh, that is leather up to the highest extent. Just up one. There we go. I want to spoil them one day. One day. I want to spoil my dog one day whenever I get one at some point. And who knows when that will be. Until time. Until time. Gotta wait. We only plan 2 dogs. Mini Schnauzer. The other 2 are Maltese mix and a Shih mix. That's cute. Because they're also hypoallergenic, which is what I have to get. If I wanted a dog, it had to be hypoallergenic because my allergies are absolutely tragic when it comes to other dog breeds. Oh, this is the one. Perfect, I think. It is. Let's get... You have 2 cats, a hamster. Wait, I have 2 cats. A hamster that's blind in one eye, a special needs. Bearded dragon, a rescue guinea pig, and now a rescue German Shepherd lab mixed puppy, all while raising a toddler in a terrible twos stage. Oh my... 2-bedroom apartment. That is absolute chaos. I don't know how I would live. You know, of course, fine. Somewhere in the midst of all that chaos. But oh my gosh, that's a lot. That is a lot. Yes, you're very allergic. Ah. See, I've been finding some new ones, but like I want a dog that's not a puppy because I don't have time for that. My schedule's too busy. Can't handle. I could, but like I don't want to. But I do want like a pet that is like 6 months to like a year old, or maybe like a year and a half, and then like, okay, I'm good. That I can handle because they're like kind of at the appropriate age. It's easier, but still willing to learn. So that's where I'm at in life. It's better to put a desktop under that double bed. That is true, but I was gonna put another like, oh, hello, bed under it since I'm gonna have like at least 4 or so mini Sims live in this lovely home at some point. You got your Shih Tzu mix from a rescue at 4 years old. Oh, that's so cute. And what's so hard for Illinois, for like, at least for me, this is pit bull country over here in Illinois, I've realized. I've slowly come to terms to that. It's pit bull country. Everywhere I turn on Pet Finder, pit bull. Like, I can't. Or they're like too far away from me, the pet that I want, and I'm like, I can't travel. So it's hard. Oh, you saw my tweet about the Oreo? Honestly, I would just eat it, never waste chocolate. Yeah. I mean, at the point, just eat it. Just eat it at the point. For like literally $13,000, just eat it. No one's gonna pay for that. If they do, then it must be for some reason. More energy than the Maltese who was 2 years old. That's because no one wants to adopt them. You drove 3 hours for your Shih Tzu mix to get it. I feel like I should definitely take a day. If I want to adopt a dog, I might as well just have to travel. Because the ones are like a little bit up north. And I'm like, I could travel a couple hours. I've never driven like anything like farther than like St. Louis, and that's it. Never driven to Chicago by myself. It always has been like my parents. So I was like, ooh, no. You actually have one? Oh, it's cool. What is their name? You have a pit bull and he's literally an angel. Oh, they're just big, giant, cuddly babies. That is also very true. They are big, giant, cuddly babies that just want to be loved and cuddled and held every single day. Yeah. Plus, also, like, with me, with where I live, my apartment unit has, like, a weight limit of 50 pounds. So I'm like, I can't. Fair warning, if you don't want a puppy, do your research on certain breeds because puppy stages exist. And having a German Shepherd and Lab mix Mystic, he's only 1.5 old. He's likely won't mature out of the puppy stage until he's about 5 years old. And he's a fireball of a puppy energy even now. So make sure you know which breeds mature faster. Yes, that is very, very true. I found my fair share of research of like breeds, and the ones I found have definitely matured like in a year, not a year, like maybe like 3 years, at most like 4 years. But yeah, definitely 100% do your research for sure before like adopting anything. And adopt, not shop, besties. If the kids can live in here, I'm gonna give them a little nice little thing here with this. A lovely paint. And luckily he's good with car rides. Oh, that's good. Your people's 30 pounds. Cora. Oh, that's a cute name. It's like the Legend of Korra. That was 1 R. It's a cute name. I love that. Adorable. You adopted your German Shepherd mix a couple weeks ago, and he came all the way from Texas to a Shepherd Pacific Rescue. So that's only like 2 hours drive from me. The rescue itself transported him to me at my apartment, and I'm training him to be my future service dog. Oh, I hope it all goes well. That's so exciting. And like for me, I'm a person who's like, I don't want them to ship the dog to my like area because I'm like, I'm always so worried because like, what about, you know, their needs and like their anxiety, and like, that's like my brain on how I think of like, I don't want to have a pet to be shipped because like, how will they feel, you know? I love pets too much. Oh, I forgot about these. I forgot about these curtains. Oh, I also make it Christmas. This is not cottagecore. Christmas. Don't mature at all. He's 6 now. He's still a puppy. Yeah. Shih Tzus don't mature at all. They don't. I watched Remy Cruz a lot on YouTube, and she has one. And I'm like, they don't mature. Daisy does not mature. No. Yeah, Daisy. Chloe is Alicia's dog. Where are the things? Here it is. That's not the one. I need a smaller one. That thing's for the Holly Pack, yeah. I think his name is Oche is a Latin word for midnight. Ah, nice. That's quite unique. I used to have the pet sit used to pet sit, and for some reason I would primarily get hired for pit bulls, and so I'm watching this older pit bull. He's so big and chunky boy, but he literally hopped up on me and curled up to me. Oh, that's so nice. So adorable. They just want cuddles and love. was my favorite headphones for under $50. Under $50. Ooh. I don't think these headphones cost $50 or are not under $50 at all. Well, I think they are under $50. Anything from like SteelSeries are pretty affordable. Logitech, I recommend one of those two brands. They're pretty affordable based on the price. Your dog has separation anxiety, and that's what I fear of like dogs sometimes. Because I don't leave my house, so I'm like I will always be there. You bought your dog chicken nuggets on the way home because of 3-hour car ride. Oh, chicken McNuggets. I hope they loved it. You know, I always figure, I'm like, can I give a dog sweet and sour sauce? Because like, if I'm gonna give them chicken nuggets, they have to have it the way I have to have it, with sweet and sour sauce or barbecue sauce, you know? That's me. That is literally me, because I'm like, I love barbecue sauce and they're quite lovely. I would say, oh my gosh, they're expensive. Wow. I didn't realize Logitech was that expensive. Well, most of them aren't that expensive, to be honest. When you really think about it. Some of them are affordable, but most of them are not. Logitech SteelSeries. Now, SteelSeries do be affordable with their headphones. So, love to sew, I check out SteelSeries for some headphones if you're looking for some stuff. I know I had a hard time learning to pronounce his name for the first time too. And it's actually pronounced, oh, Nocte. Nocte, interesting. I like that. My dogs are crate trained. And that's good. The ones that I've seen on Pet Finder are like crate trained and potty trained, which is like really great, because my patience is, I'm a very patient person, but I'm like, can you not pee on my floor? Can you just not? They prefer them hidden in the booster seat blanket. Your favorite headphones are from Ross. I've never been to Ross, but I've heard of Ross before. I almost said Bob Ross. Bob Ross, is that you? Speaking of Bob, I spelled hammer. Hamper. Bob Ross was a great person, by the way. I loved his Joy of Painting. Great series, great time. Twitch actually streams all of his episodes of Joy of Painting on Twitch. Every single day. Joy of Painting. I'm just saying. My dog is also a crate trained and house trained as well, but bring a puppy still. You can still act up and be a total brat. Oh my gosh. It's like, they're like, they see a puppy and like, who is this? I did not allow you to bring this like creature, this unknown creature in my presence. I don't know who this is. I don't know what you're doing, but it needs to stop. Literally, the dog is like, I don't know what this is. Like, no. Take it away. I don't want to see it. Not in my area. No, this is my domain. This is mine. What was it? I think it was a TikTok that I saw of like a dog being so hurt of something, like the owner didn't give the dog something and the dog was so hurt, and I just laughed. I laughed because the dog was so moody and just gave the most oh, it was too funny. Oh wow. And you're welcome, because I'm losing it in looking for new ones, and the co-win were a gift of my adult daughter and got her money. That's how I spell money. Honestly, I go cheap too, but most of my headphones have been gift. Like, I don't think I've bought a single head of hair, like headphones myself, because usually all these headphones were like gifted to me by a brand or through a charity that I did. Yeah. And I'm glad you like the build. I really like it, to be honest. It's quite nice, quite calming. I mean, we're about to go on 3 hours. I said I was gonna stream for 2.5 hours. You know what? I don't care. When in doubt, stream when you feel comfortable. I think I'm gonna put a chair here instead. He will act up and mark up all my carpets. Oh my god. Terrible twos. The terrible twos. Beware. The terrible twos. Well, let's get this chair. There we go. Cute. Like this one. I'm gonna put in like a no, I don't like it. Go with, oh wait, no, maybe like, let's see. Will this work? I don't think it will, but it might be. But let's get this. But again, that's just typical puppy behavior. Yeah, you signed up for. So I knew what I was getting to with him, but I just gotta keep teaching him so he learns. Yeah, teach them while they're young. Teach them while they're young. It's like dogs are like babies. Not knowing what to do, act up when unnecessary. But when you teach them the right way, they'll learn. Might act up a little here and there, but they will still learn. Do you have a Christmas tree in the build? Yes, I have one around here, right here. I got a Christmas tree right here that's waiting to be decorated. It's from Seasons, by the way. That's where the Christmas tree is at. In the living room, and I'm adding a bunch of like holiday garland around the house because I think it's just appropriate, personally. But yes, indeed I do. I also have a Christmas tree behind me because Christmas is the best season of all time, besides Thanksgiving, which is great as well because food. But yes, always gotta have a Christmas tree, always. I also wanted to be able to kind of get further into this build because I'm not going to finish it until next week myself, because I'm waiting to get that holiday decor in the next Sims update on the 14th, so I can add in that fireplace poker for my fireplace and the aprons and the fruitcake because I need it. The living area is so nice. Thank you so much, Edwin. I take pride in my living room sections because I feel like living rooms just have a nice vibe to them where it could be whatever you want, make it however you want, and just like have fun with it. Decorate it to the fullest extent. Just have fun. Oops. Yeah. Oh, it's in the thing. If I do all placing, you know, it might coincide with the other one, but it's fine. Do you have a family or just wait? Do you and your family have a traditional food dish? Not really. It before, like we did like years ago, it used to be like ham and stuff, but now we've like changed everything because we're older now. I'm not in their house anymore, but also I think it's become a way where we just like want to eat whatever we want. So we're still deciding on what the menu will be this year, but we don't really do like traditional dish foods. I mean, we'll have like our traditional, like maybe I guess I personally just want to have like, what's it called? It's like sweet potato pie or like ham or pound cake. But it varies. It really varies for me. Because every year my food choices always change. It always changes. But do you have one though? Putting the sash above the stair is kind of hard in real life. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. It's like you gotta be extra careful because like if you don't want to fall. Laura, thank you for being here so much. I appreciate the company as always. I will see you next time in another stream. Enjoy your weekend because tomorrow is Saturday. Yeah, putting like garland above the stairs is quite a lot. Unless you have like a ladder and you're very careful with ladder, it'd be good. Or you hire somebody to do it for you. That's usually what happens. Okay, so I think I am good for now. I'm gonna save my game because I haven't saved in like about 30 minutes or so. But okay. But my friends, I think we're gonna go ahead and actually call it a day here. We're gonna definitely do the clip of the day, as always. Oops. Start with that. Yeah, banana pudding. Ooh. King prawns for starter for ours. Ooh. Sometimes you try to build famous architectural replicas. Try that. I've done it before. Did not do so well with that. Have not done it. I recommend putting it in the Discord so I can see it and don't forget. I shouldn't have done that. I should have not done that. But anyway, the lovely clip of the day, friends. My friends, are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, it's over here. I did something just now. I went back on eBay. And I sorted it to the highest price. $25,000 plus $30.09 for shipping. What? Wait. Did anyone bid yet? Auctions? Auctions. Hold up. It's no bids, no bids. No bids. Bid. Somebody bid. I just want to see one bid, then I'll be fine. And then we'll do the clip because I'm just like focused. Okay, it goes down, goes down, goes. 8 pages. At least people are smart about this, not bidding on these cookies. It's literally a cookie. It's a cookie. Ridiculous, but 25. Hold up. Hold up. Where's my tweet? Where is my tweet? Tweet under. Drag and drop. It gets worse. Here we go. You have to pay. Yeah, you have to pay for shipping, which is ridiculous. Anyway, the lovely clip of the day. If it gets crushed, do you get refunded? I don't think so. It's eBay. You got to deal with the actual person, which is kind of scary. So I don't think so. They better take a. They better off taking a picture of the cookie and getting a talented cake maker. True, because Lord have mercy, $25,000 for a cookie plus shipping. Ridiculous. Anyway. Tangents, we love it. But anyway, the lovely clip of the day, friends, is an Animal Crossing clip saying I have 25 million bells in Animal Crossing, which I do. Yo. Oh. People are selling these new villages for way too many bells. I'm like, I don't have that much. I don't have like 100 million bells. I have 25 million. Like a quarter of a way. But still, absolutely absurd. People are selling these new villages for way too many bells. I'm like, I don't have that much. I don't have like 100 million bells. I have 25 million. A quarter of a way. You know, yes, I may not have 100,000 bells in Animal Crossing, but I am a quarter of a way there. I have 25 million bells to be exact, somewhere in that range. But you know, I have 25 million. I'm not rich. I ain't that rich. Now you only have 66 million, no biggie. Easy. But good night, Farah. Thank you so much for being here. So much. I really appreciate the company as always. Really means a lot. It really does. It really do be that day. You know, 25 million bells in Animal Crossing isn't really that much when you really think about it. It's like the smallest. It's on the cusp of things. So why is it taking so much? I have literally no idea. Well, actually, it's a limited edition cookie because Oreos did a collaboration with Pokemon for the 25th anniversary or whatever of Pokemon. And now people are selling these cookies on eBay for so much money. And I'm like, people, it's a cookie. Can't profit off of a cookie. It's a cookie. It'll mold. And Bishop, hey, how are you? I hope you're doing really good. We were literally just ending the stream just now. We were going on a tangent about how they're selling Oreo cookies for literally $25,000 on eBay, which is redunculous, which is but anyway, friendies, I think what we're gonna do is definitely do the quote of the day, and that shall be, he got paper cut lips. I'm sorry, excuse me. That makes no sense, but okay. That is a quote. And that's all we got. But anyway, friends, I think we're gonna go send some love, hype, and positivity over to my good friend, Kipsy Daisy, who is streaming Animal Crossing, who needs some good luck for finding Dom for their island. Now, Dom, that is a old command that we need to make. Wait. Oh no. Wait, did you do the chaos command? If you did, the thing is broken. Oh no. Oh no. Hold up. You know what? Instead of that emote, if you have my emotes, you can use SpringSims 7. I think that'll be kind of cool. You have Dom, then you can send good luck to Kipsy Daisy then. SpringSims 7. Salute. But anyway, though, thank you all so much for being here, hanging out with me in these crazy times that we call the Sims, and Oreo cookies being $25,000 selling on eBay, with shipping being $30, which is ridiculous. But hey, thank you all for the positive vibes. Stay true to yourself. Be happy, be positive. We're here for you no matter what, and all that jazz. And I shall see you all next time, which is tomorrow at 6 p.m. for unpacking. Bye-bye. Peace. Do 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 do.